Okay, testing. Testing audio. Testing. Testing. Testing audio. Testing audio. Testing audio. Testing audio. Testing audio. Okay, cool. We're good. Awesome. Hooray. Hello, everyone. More Dark Souls 1. So, we're kind of in a tricky spot here because... also this loading screen. We're in a bit of a tricky spot here because I'm just gonna farm sunlight metals. I'm sorry. We're just gonna try it out. It's like a total waste of time, I know. Where is it? Oh, it's Stutter Chaos. This is miserably stupid, for sure. Well, we're gonna do it anyway because just because we gotta know. Also, I should kill this guy while I'm at it. Ow. Fudge. Ah, whatever, man. I'm gonna need that egg vermifuge probably too, so I don't get an egghead. Whatever, at least now he can't get in our way. We have the egg vermifuge, so it's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll do... Yeah, so he's dead. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Now we can just run along. Now we can just run along. Like a good little Souls guy. Like a good little Dark Souls man. With our chest head. And our gold covetous silver ring. Gold ring, covetous, silver covetous ring of gold. That is not at all silver, but rather gold. We can do that. And we can even gold coin it. Actually, we should probably just do that too while we're at it. Just gold coin it. Nope. We'll do that when we hit the bottom. I don't know, there might be a shield that's item discovery too. I don't know actually. To be honest. But it doesn't matter. Let's just let the gold go. This is the last thing we're gonna farm, so let's let the gold coin do the talking. Why not? Hello? I didn't even notice my, because it was working there for a while. It was working for a while there, but then it suddenly it gave out, I guess, my microphone. So it was weird. Okay, anyway, yeah. So we'll get 6, and then at least in New Game Plus, we'll instantly have it, and it's not going to be an issue because we get 1 from Dingbat, and then we get 3 more in the chest. And that's good enough. We don't need any more than that. And at least that way it'll be nice and easy to deal with. It's probably not even worth doing, but who cares? We'll get 6 real quick, and then that's a good middle ground. We don't have to farm all the way to 10. Because we can't do it until we join the Covenant anyway, and we don't need the spell. Well, we don't need the spell at all, frankly. But we're going to see what it does, what it can do. But you only get 1 copy. You only get 1 copy, so it's not at all worth casting. But if it does like 700 damage, I guess it's fine. But I think it's not going to do that. Even if we do everything right, and we put in all the effort in the world, it's only going to do like 400 damage, which is not worth it, to be clear. That's actually like really bad. But you never know. Maybe it'll do like 900 damage. No, it won't. It won't. It is like much worse than Soul Spear. Than like Crystal Soul Spear. And honestly, maybe we should just hold it off till New Game Plus. Well, no. So if we get 4 per cycle. Oh yes, this is kind of the awkward spot. So I guess we could have just held it too, and that would have been fine. Oh well. Yeah, so maybe I just won't do this. Yeah, I think we need to move it along. We'll just do a New Game Plus. Test it out then. Because we're guaranteed to get a New Game Plus. So this is just a waste of time. Okay, so we need to grab 2. We do need to grab 2 Dragon Scales, though. It is, in fact, actually very important that we get 2 different Dragon Scales, though. So we'll grab those. What we'll do... We'll grab... So we need enough for the... Painted Guardian Swords. We need a bunch of shards, and so we'll farm those. And then we need a bunch of... And then we need 2 more chunks. So we'll get that while we're down there. We'll grab 2 more chunks while we're down there, if we can. Unfortunately, this is just... I mean, honestly, probably this just isn't worth the setup. I hate to say it. This probably just is not worth the setup at all. Whatever. We should really just be moving on. But we need it... Well, okay. At the minimum, we have to grab the 2 Dragon Scales. So if I decide that this is a waste of time, I at least have to grab the 2 Dragon Scales. That's actually essential. That is not optional at all. We must grab the 2 Dragon Scales. Basically. I mean, I guess we don't have to, but it might be good. So I think we'll just grab the 2 Dragon Scales, and then we'll go to kill him with the first flame and move on. Or we can farm chunks off of one of the guys, can't we? We can farm chunks off of a Black Knight, right? So actually, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll farm chunks off of a Black Knight. And then we'll maybe I'll grab a couple shards while I'm down there. I'll do like 1 pass for shards. And then we won't get Sunlight Spear until New Game Plus, but that's fine. We don't need it until New Game Plus. What we do, however, need is the dragon to die. And then we need to join the Forest Hunter Covenant again to kill Dingbat. And then to kill Shiva these. Oh wait, did I already get it? I don't remember killing it. I must have, though. Weird. Okay. Never mind. Apparently I already killed this dragon. That's so weird. So we'll grab the other dragon scale in Blighttown, and that'll be it. Honestly, even that's not worth it. But we need like 8. We need like 8 of them total or something. And we have 3. So we'll go Blighttown. Where is it? Daughter Chaos, I guess. And then we'll grab some shards. Some large shards, too. Or I guess we don't. We could buy them. So this is the problem with this game, is because there's like no easy way to get to these merchants, like at all. It's like really goofy. But it is fine. It is totally fine. Where is it? Rusted iron. We want that. And then we can... Then I'll get Bottomless Box in New Game Plus. I think I can buy it from Chester, but... Oh, we need to go up. Yeah, obviously, slow start. Sure. But it happens sometimes. Just the way things are sometimes. Sometimes it's just the way things are, you know? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do at all. It's just how it is. You gotta just accept the fact. Accept the fact that, that sometimes your stream's gonna start kind of slow. But at least we get to kill Gwyn at the end of before the stream ends. So, there you go. So that should make people happy. That should amuse people and cause them great joy and amusement at the prospect. And then we'll do Crystal, I guess, for New Game Plus. So probably what we'll do is we'll use plus 15 falchion for most pre-DLC bosses. And then for DLC bosses, we'll switch to Crystal. We'll switch to Crystal Great Scythe, I think. Possibly. I guess we could do Crystal Falchions. But that's not really that big a deal. I think Falchions are good enough against Manus. I think the issue is I think Calamite doesn't do well with Falchions. And I don't think either Artorias does either. So they have really high resistances, and their windows and stuff just aren't quite right. It's not like you can't use a Falchion against them, but I definitely think there's a strong possibility that it makes a lot more sense to do. It makes significantly more sense to go with Great Scythe for those two bosses. So I think what we'll do is we'll put our Crystal Infusions on Great Scythe, and then we'll just use Great Scythe on Manus, I suppose. And if it breaks, and I just switch to Falchion, plus 15 Falchion, and that's fine. Or we could get a plus 15 Great Scythe, and then just add plus 15 Falchions, and then add Crystal Falchion or Crystal Great Scythes later, I guess. And that would also be a perfectly fine option as well. You only get one per cycle though. That's the problem. And I already traded my one. So what I should have done is I should have taken like a halberd and turned it into Priscilla's scythe. So that was kind of a mistake. It's not the end of the world, but it was a slight mistake. And then if we can just grab while we're down here, we'll try to grab shards. It's not essential that we get any shards at all here, but it's also not going to kill us to look really fast. Cause yeah, oh. Yeah, there we go. So that just makes our lives a little tiny bit easier, so we don't have to buy them. Ow. It's not at all essential. Oh, shoot. Excuse me, gentlemen, please. Please. They don't even drop Marrowstone. Can you believe that? They don't even drop Marrowstone. It's just insufferable. It's what it is. They don't even drop Marrowstone. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Excuse me, gentlemen, please. Okay. And then this will be the last pass for this. Just to try to make our lives a tiny bit easier for the next section. Oh, shoot. Because we will need a lot of... Oh, there we go. Yep, there's another one. See, and this is the sort of thing where it does pay... While we're down here, it does pay off to look. As much as it stinks. Like, you'll get no complaint from me. It does stink like crazy. But, you'll get no disagreement from me. Like, it does stink like crazy that we have to do this just a little tiny bit, but it's fine. This is the price you pay for doing, for relying on weapons. Once again, another reason why magic is superior in this game. Is like, there's literally none of this with a magic-oriented character. This, like, doesn't matter. We can get one weapon to plus 15, and that's, like, good enough for literally everything that we could ever need a weapon for. Because weapons are faster. And so in some cases, it makes more sense just to not even cast a spell and to instead just hit an enemy with a weapon, right? But we obviously went down a path where we're using weapons, and so having a couple extra large Titanite shards is definitely not going to kill us. It's not going to be like the end of the world. See, in Dark Souls 3 at least, you need oh shoot, uh-oh. Fudge. Okay, well, I'm done. Yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. That's fine. That's it. I was just gonna do one quick pass, and we can farm a couple chunks. Probably what I'll do is I'll get 2 more chunks from Black Knights, and then we'll call it for now. So If we just do a little bit here and there for this, it ends up paying off a lot, unfortunately. Oh, we need to go to Kaith? Boo. I think we need to go to Kaith to go to the chamber. Oh well. There's life for you. Yeah, we gotta go to Kaith. But once we get to him, at least we'll have what we need. Yeah, there we go. We'll kill the bot. We'll kill the final boss here.
If you, the legendary, it can preserve and cast off. Very well. Beast.
Okay.
What is it? I go.
What does he have? What does he say?
Undead, what to speak? It begins. Farewell.
I already retrieved the Lord Vessel, so his text is bugged. His text is like super bugged because I have the Lord Vessel. Boom. Okay, cool. Now we just need to take out these Black Knights, and then, or we don't even need to take them out, but we'll take out this next Black. We'll take out this first Black Knight like once or something, once or twice to get the bow up. And then once the bow's up, we can then move. We can move on. We need Silver Covetous. Silver Covetous and Havels. There we go. So it's like effortless fast roll. We have good enough defenses. Like, we actually don't, but it's fine. I could definitely stand to have more armor. So I think maybe in the long run we'll go for Brass Set. But that's going to be a while. Boom. Thank you. Sweet. There we go. Yeah, one more. Now we just get one more of those. We can upgrade the bow. Just to save us a little tiny bit of time. It's like doing your chores or whatever, you know. We do just a little bit right now. It just saves us some trouble. Where's the bow? Okay, yeah, we need one more chunk. And then what we'll do is we'll just move on. Or no, we need to upgrade it all the way. But we're going to have to... The thing is, for crystal weapons, we're going to have to grab all the embers anyway. We're going to have to grab the medium ember and the large ember every cycle anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And honestly, going through the depths the normal way probably makes the most sense anyway. I think when you have to deal with the summoner, it's like a lot more annoying. Or the guy at the top of the stairs, the enchanter or whatever, who sits there and fires at you while you're fighting gaping dragons, so... Ow. There we go. And you should always drop a chunk, it's guaranteed, right? Boom! There you go. Now we can get the bow to plus 15 really fast. And then... bow to plus 15. And we'll just run past the rest of them. Boom. Okay, so we got that covered. That's taken care of. I know how to run past them, so we'll put on a parry shield. I think I only have enough time to do one thing, so I think maybe I'll do Sunlight Blade. But it's not really worth it. So maybe I don't know. I'll put on Sunlight Blade and then I guess parry immediately. Yeah, so I can put it down on now. And then Buckler? Whatever. Doesn't matter. So I'll put on this and then we'll parry shield immediately. And I think we can get away with that. Hold up. We'll kill this guy too. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. Alright. Don't stop the dancing. There we go. Just another easy chunk. And then we'll grab bottomless box this next cycle too. So we'll go the back door through to avoid Red Dragon. And then we'll... I think this one drops like white chunks or something. Nope. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. See, the nice thing about Falchion is it's really good for enemies like those. Because it just does so much damage and then, like, I don't know. It just does enough damage. It's only against the DLC bosses where it really falters. Otherwise, it's like an insanely good weapon. So, but I think we do need to do Great Scythe for DLC. Just for those pure raw hits. That's Black Knight armor. Excuse me, gentlemen. I have a date with Destiny. We gotta go kill Gwyn, the Lord of the First Flame. It is imperative, gentlemen, that you do not get in my way. At all. Mr. Axe guy. Freaking... Oh, there's the spear one, too. Okay, excuse me, gentlemen. Boom. Okay, he lets me do that. Cool. Boom. Notice how not good that is? Uh-oh. Apparently I don't remember how to fight this boss. Uh-oh. I just need to... I need to lock in and parry him properly. And this is another boss where you can use the Great Scythe to just like get a bigger parry. That's like another scenario where the Falchion's just not quite as good. It's very similar in quality and efficacy, but not quite exactly the same. Just a little bit off by comparison. Nothing too crazy. But yeah. You know what I could do? Honestly, I could just forget about... Let's try this. You know what? Let's do ourselves a favor. And yes, I know I need to... Let's just do this. I want to try this out. Ow. Well, I didn't... Okay. Well, don't worry. We'll get there. Whoopsie doodle. Then, I guess I could do Hidden Body here. If I'm not gonna do Sunlight Blade, I could do Hidden Body here. And then that way, I would be, it'd be, but I think the Black Knights can still detect me pretty good. So it's just a matter of execution anyway. I don't know. That might be a failure on my part. It's not going Hidden Body. Let's kill this first one again, though. Ow. Nice hitbox, pal. Nice hitbox, buddy. Totally fair, reasonable hitbox by a totally fair enemy. Oh, wow. Ah, Reapers, yes. They call me Reaper. The way I be killing these shepherds. Yeah. That makes sense. Anyone get that sick Mass Effect reference? They be calling me Reaper the way I'm killing these shepherds. You know what it would have been so awesome is if at the end of Mass Effect 3 there was like a giant pile of shepherd bodies and like the Reapers had won. I guess maybe that's sort of the point. But that would have been a lot more interesting. Ah, boo. That would have been a lot more interesting if at the end of Mass Effect 3 there was like a giant body of... That's what they should have done. They should have actually gone so hard in the paint. And at the end of Mass Effect 3, it was like the whole thing was like an experiment to create like the Super Reaper or something, or like the Super Mind or whatever. And so there's like a giant pile of like dead shepherds that like failed. And then there's like the one shepherd that succeeded. And that's like the plot. That would have been hilarious. I would have been so in line for that. But the ending, the actual ending was just so like generic. Because there's 3 endings, right, to the game. There's the ending where you destroy the Reapers, and then what happens when you do that is it causes all technology to fail. So like every artificial intelligence in the galaxy dies, and then most technology is also broken as well, most advanced technology. So like every planet, so everyone on every planet is stuck. There's no faster than light travel anymore. And everyone is stuck on whatever planet they come from. And, like, there's, like, no machines anymore. Oh, shoot. Ah, come on. Oh, my gosh. This is why you don't parry him. This is why you don't parry him. because you have to actually get it right. This freaking guy. This freaking guy. Let me tell you. This freaking guy. See, this is another reason why magic is better, is because not only do you two-shot him, but also you're not tricked into thinking that parrying him is actually a smart idea. When it's, like, really not. It, like, is. It, like, if you can actually do it right, it is. But if you can't do it right, it's not. It's like a lot of effort. But anyway, so they destroy the Reapers, and then, but everyone from every planet is, like, stranded, and there's no artificial intelligence, and there's no fast and light travel. So that's the problem with that. And then there's the second thing, which is Shepard becomes the new leader of the Reapers, and then the Reapers retreat into space. But what's the downside to that one again? I can't remember. Control is the ending. So there's destroy, control, and then there's synthesis, and then but I can't remember that. I think there's some downside to Shepard, or no, Shepard dies. So you either destroy all synthetic life and stop fast and light travel, or you destroy, or the Shepard dies, and sacrifices herself for to go into space to mollify the Reapers. And then the third ending is synthesized, where artificial and natural life become merged, which, like, everyone hated because it made no sense. And I agree. Well, I don't entirely agree. I sort of wish they gave us a hint of what that actually looks like, though. But it was like a super cheapo cop-out because they don't do that. So there needs to be an ending where, like, the human beings who are, like, half machine are, like, looking out and they're like, the Shepherd saved us all. But we were changed forever, and now we don't sleep, we don't eat. There's just, you know, something weird like that, right? Where they explain how that even works or what's going on. It needed a much more interesting explanation, which it didn't have. So it's just, like, kind of bad. Is, like, the main problem with it. This is not better than the Falchion. Oh, shoot. That's not better than the Falchion. Okay. See, I mean, once again, you need to do this kind of tech testing. You gotta put in a little bit of effort to learn your lesson. The issue was that, yeah, so there's not enough, like, context for what that would look like, and so it doesn't make any sense. If there was, like, more information of what, like, emerged, like... but I think in the sequel, I think in Mass Effect Andromeda they do. And I think that's one of the things that people hated about Mass Effect Andromeda. I mean, honestly, maybe I should just practice parrying him. Maybe that's what people hated about Mass Effect Andromeda, is they do explain it or something, and I just don't know. But the funny thing about it is that, what was I going to say about Mass Effect? Oh yeah, no, so this is the crazy thing about Mass Effect. This is the thing about Mass Effect that nobody says. Okay, so do you know what the concept of a Deus Ex Machina is, right? So it means God is in the machine, and the basic premise of it is, or God in the machine, something like that. So it's in Latin, right? Deus Ex Machina. So the premise is that it's a literary device that explains how something like sci-fi can work. Okay, so we don't know how fast. So like fast and light travel is a good example. We don't have fast and light travel on Earth, right? And in fact, physicists theorize that it's impossible. Okay, there's no such thing as fast and light travel, right? At least as far as our current understanding of physics goes. Okay, so what's the Deus Ex Machina of Mass Effect? That there's the Mass Effect. That's the beauty of Mass Effect, is they explain what the Deus Ex Machina is instantly. It's the Mass Effect. Okay, and basically the premise of the Mass Effect is you have an element, or you have a material, that allows you to change the mass of an object with electricity. Right? So the idea being is they can run a current through element 0, and then it causes the mass of an object to increase or decrease depending on how they do it. And so the idea being is you can have a fast and light starship because you reduce the mass of the starship down to basically nothing, and then it moves at light speed. Okay? And the idea being is that when, like, your shield stops bullets because as they enter the Mass Effect field, their mass becomes so high that the amount of energy you're putting into them doesn't work anymore, or they can't propel them any farther. And there's some issues with that, but like whatever, we're just gonna ignore that. But the bottom line is that guess what the kicker is Even if you could move at light speed in the universe, it wouldn't be anywhere near enough. The universe is far too vast. You could not travel across the galaxy moving only at light speed. It wouldn't work that way. That would essentially not even really work. Okay, so there has to be a second Deus Ex Machina to make Mass Effect work, and that's the mass relays. So there's a series of inventions. They never even explain them because they know how stupid it is. There's a series of inventions, I guess, that dot the galaxy that somehow cause you to be able to move faster than light. But they never explain it. There's no explanation for how mass relays work. Mass relays only factor into the plot and that they were created by some ancient alien race and are like highways through the universe. They never explain it. That's what's so crazy about space travel. That's actually the thing that's so insane about space travel, is not only does space travel make no sense, but you actually need... Yeah, I know. Exactly. It is the last boss, and I'm sucking really bad at it. For sure. Just, yeah. I'm sorry. But don't worry, we'll get there. We'll kill him. I'll parry his butt. I'll parry him. Well, we'll do the parry. We'll do the parry. So the issue is that this mass relays, they never explain the mass relays. They don't explain where they come from. They don't explain why they exist. They don't explain what exactly they do physically. Yes, we sure are. Let me tell you, we sure are. We sure are back at it again. We're back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. You better believe that. Well, let's kill this guy's first chunk. Oh, wow, I cannot believe he just let me do that. Crazy. Oh, boo. 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 It's not... Well, I still need to upgrade it. And it costs like a ton of resources to upgrade. It's still level 1. I could try it, I guess. I don't know, you want to see me try it? Kind of stinks. I don't like it. But I guess we can mess around with it. It's just like... I have to two-hand it to even use it. Yeah, so I can't parry with it right now. I don't have the stats for it. I think it's just kind of dead in the water, unfortunately. Like, it's not a bad weapon, per se, but it's like a weapon that you would need a very specific setup to really use. And I kind of don't have it. You don't want three-way split damage is really terrible, so I have to buff it with Darkmoon Blade. And I don't really want to buff it with Darkmoon Blade, or, well, I do. But I'm not convinced it's going to do better than a Scythe at this point. You'll have to forgive me. Hold up. We'll kill him for his chunk really fast. Thank you. There we go. We're gonna need a bunch of those. We're gonna need like a bunch of those, unfortunately. No way around it. No way around it, that's for sure. Oh, excuse me, sir. But yeah, that's the premise, is the mass relays. They never explain them. And so you need two, so for space travel to make sense, for sci-fi space travel to make sense, you literally need two different Deus Ex Machinas. You need both the mass effect, both the ability to move at light speed, and then you need something else entirely to also move at faster than light speed, because even light speed isn't enough. It's like so crazy when you really think about it. Ooh, Elden Ring 1.0? Interesting. Have a good, yeah, enjoy it. I don't know anything about Elden Ring 1.0. My understanding is the difference would be relatively minimal. I think there's like some exploits you can do, but that's like it. They closed the loop on most of those exploits. I guess? I think? I don't know. Maybe there's some exploits I can't get rid of. I don't know. So, have fun. But anyway. So yeah, the premise being, and I actually do want to play Mass Effect at some point. It's very good, actually. That's the thing, is that Mass Effect is actually really good. The plot is like really, well, it's not terrible, but it's hard to explain. There we go. You gotta just get in the swing of it. There we go. Boy, this is taking me so long to do, though. There we go. Jeez. Okay, one more. There we go, jeez. Okay, finally. And there you go. Typical. Uh-oh. Shoot. I think I may have missed my window. It's fine. I forgot. I forgot. Go hit this. Boom. Yeah. Game ends. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Now we just move on. We go. Grass Crush Shield. Okay, anyway. What was I saying again? Yeah, so the Mass Effect is really good, though. It's like a really good game series. It's like a really good game series. It's like a ridiculously good game series. It's like one of the best game series ever or something. It's like insanely good. The whole thing. And the worst one is actually 2. 2 is the one everyone likes. 2 is, in my opinion, the worst. Basically, 1 feels kind of like an old school RPG. It feels like kind of like, it has like this sexy like shooter component to it, but in a lot of ways it feels like an old school RPG. Okay, and then 2 is like a gritty like seedy movie. It feels like a B, like maybe not a B movie, but like a seedy like 90s film. It kind of feels like it's set in the Duke Nukem universe, where it's like seedy and like crappy, and like everyone's a scumbag and it like sucks. And that's Mass Effect 2. And then Mass Effect 3 feels like a big Hollywood movie. Mass Effect 3 feels like a big like Hollywood movie. I guess you could say Mass Effect 1 feels like a TV show. That's kind of what it feels like, a little bit. And then Mass Effect 3, but to me it feels a lot like a classic RPG. And then Mass Effect 3, like I said, feels like a movie. It feels like a big Hollywood movie. The lighting is blue like a Hollywood movie. There's like a lot of aspects to it where it's like, oh, okay, this is like a Hollywood movie. And so that's the thing. And so you have like this Mass Effect 1 is like Duke Nukem, like Die Hard, you know, I guess, kind of crap like that. Okay, give me the key, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Oscar. And then, but Mass Effect 2 is the one that I hate the most, because Mass Effect 2, there's some fun stuff to it. First off, honestly, I think that it's sexy in the stupidest way possible. I think there's a big difference between sexy and classy, and they just don't know how to do classy sexy. Like what they really needed to do was classy sexy, and what they did was like trashy or like not fun sexy. It's like sexy in a way that's like not fun at all, and like that's the problem. And if you're gonna do sexy, you may as well try to have fun with it, and they just didn't. And that's one problem with it. The other problem with it is that the gameplay is very repetitive. So like once it's, especially on Legendary, it's really tough to enjoy on Legendary. It is very tough to enjoy on the highest difficulty, because like every enemy just like does so much damage, and like there's the only character class that really works on the highest difficulty without like a serious amount of problem, without giving you serious problems, is the soldier class, which is basically warrior kind of, but you can't do like the wizard classes like don't work, and that like really sucks, because there's your replay value, right? So like you can like wizard classes or not, you know, but you like need them, or otherwise your game has no replay value, right? So like if they suck, that's like bad, because you could play Mass Effect 3 6 times, and like you get a slightly different experience every time in a meaningful way. Not maybe not in like the most important way ever, but like in a meaningful way. Versus like Mass Effect 2, where you'd basically get like nothing. There's like one right way to play it, and there's the class that has the most guns. That class is the strongest class. Okay, the second strongest classes are the classes with the second most amount of guns, right? If you're playing as the if you're playing as like the classes that get almost as many guns as the warrior class, then you're fine. If you're playing as one of the classes that get the least amount of guns, your life is miserable. because you're never ever ever gonna get the guns. You're never ever gonna get the guns. So it's like real bad. That's the issue, and it's like really clear that that's the problem with the game. And then a lot of times areas are very repetitive. Enemies are relatively repetitive. They're really cool the first time. You face like you fight like the enemy squads are like really cool. There's like these bright blue soldiers that are really interesting, and these bright red soldiers, and these bright yellow soldiers, and they have their own nuanced differences. And then there's like robot enemies that are kind of interesting, and there's like a bunch of different enemy types, and they all feel distinct enough that it's kind of cool. The thing is that it kind of falls apart when the issue is that it sort of falls apart when you're confronted with the fact that and then what we'll do is we'll use this to buy the key. It falls apart when you're confronted with the fact that when does it fall apart? It falls apart when you're confronted with the fact that the gameplay is still really repetitive. So you're gonna sit there and like you're gonna like basically just sit behind cover and like, especially if you're a wizard character. If you're a wizard character, it's miserable because you're just waiting for your spells to come off of cooldown, and that's like really hard to do because your spells are really bad. And you have to like do very specific things to help like cover weaknesses. Because the idea being is that enemies have different types of shields. They have shields, armors, and barriers. And barriers are psychic shields created by psychic power. Shields are... Oh shoot, why did that kill me? God, whatever. Shields are... I should have just ran off the platform, because it's not a very tall ladder. Shields are like electromagnetic barriers or whatever, so they like... It's like robots have big shields and stuff like that, right? And then armor is just like armor plating that stops bullets, I guess. And the idea being is that fire is good on armor, shock is good on shields, and psychic attacks are good on barrier, right? So psychic attacks penetrate barrier. And so what you need is, so basically, if you're playing as a warrior, all of these things aren't a problem because you have tons of guns, and all your guns are good against, like, everything, basically. So you have guns that can penetrate armor, you have guns that can penetrate shields, and you have guns that can penetrate barriers, okay? But if you're playing as a spellcaster, okay, you either need a fire spell, a shock spell, or a psychic spell. And, or I guess, or psychic spells can be good against armor, too. So what you need to do is you need to like compensate for your weakness by like loading your team up with other spellcasters, and that like stinks really bad because other spellcasters suck at combat. I think that's how you need to do it. So you need to like, so you play as like a spellcaster, so you're playing as like a psychic spellcaster, and you need like 2 tech specialists to offset your crappy psychic, your crappy tech damage, and then you need to like spec into getting an extra anti-shield spell too. Or something. It's like really lame to deal with, and or either that or you need to have like more combat people or something. But I don't know for sure. But it's bad. You don't want to do it because what you'll do is you'll just sit there behind cover, like waiting for your cooldowns to come back, and enemies will be sitting there trying, just derping around, shooting at you, and like eventually they'll try to flank you and get around your cover. At which point you're just like dead, and so it stinks really bad. It stinks really, really, really bad to have to play like Mass Effect 2 as a spellcaster. And Mass Effect 3 does suck too. In Mass Effect 1 and 3 it also sucks, but it's really important to understand that at least in Mass Effect 1 and 3, you, uh-oh. This is gonna maybe kill me? No, it's fine. At least in Mass Effect 1 and 3, you, you have like interesting things you can do. Like there's big combos. You can like lift a bunch of people up and then like blow them all up with like a explosive barrel or something. There's stuff you can do in Mass Effect 3 that at least makes it kind of interesting. Spellcasters still stink compared to warriors, but at least you have something to do as a spellcaster. It's not like one-dimensional and boring like it is in Mass Effect 3. So yeah, that's kind of the issue with Mass Effect 2. So I don't know why people like Mass Effect 2 so much. I think they like the plot. They like the characters, and they like the goofy stuff that like makes it kind of weird. They like the elusive man. They like the dumb character plots, say like the boobies, you know, just like the other, and just like the crass stupidity of it. And I guess I can respect that, but it's in my opinion, it's the worst game by like a lot. And Mass Effect 3 has like way too little enemy variety. Mass Effect, there's literally only 2 types of enemies. There's Reapers and there's Cerberus. So Cerberus are just like generic soldiers, and Reapers are like just monsters basically, and that's it. You get monsters, you get soldiers. Generic, very generic. Mass Effect 1 has more varied enemies, but also it's also extremely jank, right? Because it's like this old school game. And so you're dealing with stuff like you're dealing with stuff like Notice the damage is not... Well, it's okay. Imagine... Oh, shoot. I'm dead. Shoot. Whoops. Well, gotta try that again. Gotta try that again, bro. So honestly, this is why I should hit the bonfire at the bottom. I should just do myself a favor and hit the bonfire at the bottom. And then I have to go back up, but it's like, who cares? At least if I die, I don't have to do that whole thing again. And I can grab the dragon scale while I'm there. I don't like, it's not important, it's not essential, but it's something. But yeah, so Mass Effect 1 is like super janky. If you've never played Mass Effect 1, it's ridiculously, absurdly, painfully janky. It's a great game. Truly a great game, and arguably the best in the series, in my opinion, but very, very janky game. You have like a lot of really janky shootouts, a lot of really janky enemies full areas. In the side areas, the main quest is pretty reasonable actually, but there's a lot of side quests that are like really bizarre and janky and make no sense. But most people prefer the shooting in the second and the third game, and that makes perfect sense. The third game is kind of tainted by its reputation, but honestly, it's better than the second game by a lot, in my opinion. I think that's a very controversial opinion. But I think it's so much less repetitive than the second game that it's worth it. It depends on if you... Of course, to be fair, if you're 100%ing the second game, it's terrible, right? If you're trying to 100% the second game and do every dumb side quest and every dumb character mission, it stinks really bad. Because like what'll happen is your crew will come up to you and be like, Captain Shepard. Oh, fudge. I'm dead again. Captain Shepard, I have some business I need to tighten up. Or I have some business I need to finish up. I have to go rescue my father or something. I have to go meet my evil father. I have to go kill some guy who wronged me or something, or like some criminal. I have to go get the traitor or something, right? And these like dumb characters will have these dumb character missions. And they're perfectly fine missions, but if you do all of them, which you're supposed to do to get like the save everyone ending, the game takes a long time. It takes a long time. It's a really, really long time because you have like 10 companions, and each one of them has a mission, and some of them are really long. Some of them are like really long, particularly the DLC ones. And then you also have an entire DLC that sucks really bad too. There's like an entire other DLC on top. There's like at least one other DLC that stinks really bad, where Shepard goes on like a mission to like the evil alien world, and they like interact with the evil aliens, and you do some dumb stuff. The evil aliens actually remind me a lot of my dad. It's really funny. So I actually really like the Batarians because they remind me of my dad. That was sort of what my dad was like. So I really like the Batarians. But most people don't like the Batarians because they're kind of generic. But my dad was like that. My dad was a lot like that. He kind of looked like that and everything. So yeah, Batarians. Definitely one of my favorite enemy types. Oh, come on, I did it again. Oh, shoot. See, the problem is that you're in the running animation. And then what happens is you try to jump, and you're in a jump running you're in the jump animation. And so you don't get the iframes at the same time you would if you just were rolling. So I have to like stop running at like the exact I have to time two things. I have to stop running at the right moment, and then I have to also dodge roll at the right moment too. And it's like really hard to do. What I could do, do I even need Homeward, honestly? Maybe what I'll do is we'll try something different here. Instead of sitting here whining about it, we'll just like toss on Ulasil. Oh, why didn't I equip it? I'll toss on Ulasil Ivory Catalyst, and I'll put on Hidden Body, and then maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll make it easier, because I can just run straight to the boss. Hidden Body, yeah. And then, well, I need to hit the. I'm gonna hit the bonfire just in case I die again. This has gotten like out of hand already. I don't want to have to do this pathing every single time. But yeah, anyway, so like I was saying, so yeah, like that's the main issue is, what was I saying? Yeah, and then like I said, the other big complaint is I think they just don't do sexy. They do gritty. That's the problem, is that Mass Effect 2 is like, oh, we're all about grit. We're all about edge and grit. Remember edginess? Remember grit? You know, like their goal is to be like a gritty action movie, but it just kind of comes off as edge, like just like pointless edge. And they're kind of playing that up. They're sort of like playing into that, and it's supposed to be like funny. But what I don't like about it is they just don't do sexy right. They just don't have it in them to do sexy, like properly. And that's like the key problem I have with the game. Is like what I want is like if you're gonna try to do sexy, just like do it right. Don't sit there and screw it up. It's like not funny. You know, so you have like characters like Jack and Miranda and the one woman. And they just look weird. You know, like I get the whole idea that this is supposed to be sex. Like I don't know, the dialogue's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I you know, and the other games don't really do sexy either. They're pretty like, I mean they do a little bit, but like it's just like, you know, you're either doing it right or you're just doing it wrong. In my opinion. Maybe that's controversial. Maybe most people don't agree that like that's maybe some people think that it's like fun, but I don't. I have to admit I think that the sexiness of Mass Effect 3 is very bad. It's like really it's like a crappy action movie. It's like even less sex. It's like less successful than like crappy action movies at being like fun and sexy. But like, what do I know? What do I know? Still, it rubs me the wrong way, is what it does. That's the thing. Like, at least an attempt was made. I do like Samara or whatever. I think she's pretty funny. But like the whole Miranda thing, it's like, it's hard to explain if you haven't seen it, but basically the whole game, they center the camera on her butt, and her butt is like weird. It doesn't look like an actual butt that somebody has. But that's okay. Like, it's fine. It's fine. But it looks a little bit off. Not like crazy off, just a little bit off. And then also the camera is just like on it at all times. And in the remaster, they cleaned that up. They kind of took that out a little bit, where the camera isn't on her butt as much. But because her butt, like if her butt was more normal, I would kind of be into it. You know, I'd be like cool with it as like a concept. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, you know. You know, it's supposed to be kind of creepy or whatever, but like, you know, that's the fun thing about it, I guess. I guess, I don't know, right? But like the butt, it looks so weird. It looks a little strange to me. And she's also modeled after a real person too. That's the other issue. So the whole game is about how like, oh, like, so somebody who made the game was really crazy for Marina Diamandis. So she's like a musician whose career kind of starts around the time of Mass Effect 2. And so probably somebody on the development team really liked Marina Diamandis and nobody noticed because this was the beginning of her career. Because she looks exactly like Marina Diamandis, who's like a really famous, or who's like a modestly famous like indie musician now. Oh, I didn't hit the bonfire. Uh-oh. Whatever, it's fine. We'll just... Oh, we don't even have Homeward now. It's okay, oh, shoot. I'm dead. See, this is why I should have hit the bonfire. This is so dumb. Like, if I just had more health, this would not be a problem. But I'm just like doing this wrong. I'm just like doing this really, really, really wrong. For some reason. For some reason I'm doing this very wrong. So I need to lock in. Gotta lock right in. But anyway. And then there's also Jack, and she looks weird too. I don't believe that somebody would ever dress like that in real life at all. Like, I get the whole... Like, that's the crazy thing, right? Is, the other sexy... There's one other sexy character, it's Samara. So her thing is she has big boobies, and she has her big boobie cleavage out, and she's like an alien. And like, that I believe. Her outfit looks very whack and doesn't make any sense, but I believe that. I believe that. I'm like, okay, I believe this. This is real. I can see this as being real. Like, there's another character who has like some weird outfit that makes no sense and like looks bad and doesn't. And so it's like, why is this character even in the game? Or why is this character even like set up the way they are? Just like give them a different look, please. Do me a favor. And so yeah, so it like just it's so weird. It's very much like a relic of its time. But I know people who are really crazy about it. I have some friends in real life who are like, yeah, I love Mass Effect 2. It's the best game. It's the best one in the series, and it's the best game. And it's like I could not possibly have a more different opinion about Mass Effect 2 than most people. But and honestly, not to throw too much shade here, but I do have the opinion that it's like style over substance kind of thing. Where it's like they love Mass Effect 2 because it's very it's very stylish. Especially at first. But then as you like get deeper into it, oh shoot. Do I need this chest, actually? Or does Master Key fix that? I don't know. Or no, okay, yeah, Master Key, because that's the key to the door that I opened with Master Key to get here. Okay, we're gonna hit the bonfire this time. I'm not gonna sit here and do this for like a billion years. At some point I have to admit that I don't have what it takes to just like raw dog it like that. Quelaag is actually kind of dangerous. Quelaag is pretty dangerous too. It's not like it's just my fault. Only mostly. But we're gonna ignore that. And there's like characters, like a lot of the characters look really weird too in the Mass Effect 2. That's another thing I don't like about it. They just went in an entirely different direction. And also the plot itself feels like a filler episode. It feels like an anime filler episode. Like, you know, like watching Naruto or whatever, and you know that the episode you're watching is like a crappy filler episode because there's a bunch of characters and stuff that like are never going to show up again, and they're in some random place that makes no sense, and Naruto just does the same Rasengan attack over and over again because they don't have any new ideas. Because obviously filler episodes are just supposed to be filler, like, so it's just an animation team like spitballing random crap and just like shoving it into a Naruto episode. And so it really feels like that. It really feels like that. It very much has that problem where it feels like, because the whole plot is that there's a race of aliens called the Collectors, and the premise of the Collectors is they're like genetically modified Protheans. So the Protheans are like the ancient aliens. You know, like the concept of like an ancient alien, like the idea, you know, like those like crappy like TV shows where it's like ancient aliens or whatever, and it's talking about how like under the Arctic ice there's like temples to ancient aliens. You know, like Alien versus, like the plot of Alien versus Predator or whatever, right? So you have that, and that's what the Protheans are. And so the Collectors are genetically modified bug-like Protheans designed by the evil Reaper aliens. Boy, I'm spoiling the game. Spoiling the first game for everyone. But designed by the evil Reaper aliens to destroy humanity, or to serve the interests of the Reapers in destroying humanity. And the idea being that, like, but that's like, it's like the dumbest, most filler plot thing ever. Like, why? Why would the Reapers create the Collectors? What possible excuse could there be for that? It's just weird. It's just so weird and feels very convoluted. And it's like, why don't they just turn everybody into servants? Which they sort of do. They have like a mind control power. They'll like let's call it indoctrination, that like lets them turn people into like their servants or something, right? So like that is the thing that happens in the universe. But it's not really clear why the Protheans get the special treatment and why there's a weird city of them at the center of the galaxy. Like I said, feels very like filler episode-y, but whatever. Who am I to complain about Mass Effect 2's plot? Clearly other people know better than me, I guess. The guy who likes Mass Effect 3. Obviously. How come I did this the first time perfect, and then every subsequent time has been a nightmare? There we go. Jeez, finally. After I freaking hit the bonfire. Whatever. There's life for you. Nothing you can do. It's just how it is. But I do want to cover Mass Effect at some point, because it is really good. It's like really stupidly good, actually. It's like insanely good. Very, very fun. Very, very interesting. Lots of like really cool stuff about it. Gotta hit the bell though, bro. Gotta hit that bell, bro. Hold up. Why is it telling me that it's warmer tomorrow? Why is it telling me that it's raining tomorrow? It's telling me that it's raining tomorrow. Weird. My phone like lit up. It's like, bro, it's raining tomorrow. I'm like, okay. It's raining tomorrow. Cool. What do you want me to do about it? Is what I told the app. But I think they're trying to be useful. I think for some people that is useful information, I guess. Okay, don't want to screw up the...
Oh dear.
Yes. Okay, finally. Oh, we need to upgrade the Estus Flask too. What's the max? Is it 7? Is the maximum? I don't know. Okay, whatever. We gotta go back up the stairs. I guess I could kill her, actually. How am I gonna get more? Hold up. I need to look this up. What's the maximum number of Estus Flasks? Or it's like 8 or something in this game? Or is it 10? Firekeepers, oh, it's plus 7, yeah. So we have 1 in the Undead Parish. Okay, so we grab the 1 in the Undead Parish. And then 1 in the New Londo Ruins. 1 is in the Duke's Archives. Okay. Well, I guess we just play it by ear. As usual. See, I guess honestly oh, I guess I can do this. Just to save us like a tiny amount of time. So I have that. I don't want to buy more because it's like more effort than it's worth actually. Because I have to run and actually like do it. Oh shoot, no! Because he didn't. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Okay, we have endurance, so I guess we go HP here. Let's actually just kill her. Heckin' booby spider.
Why, you monster! The
Yeah.
Fairy! What have you done?
Yeah. Tell it to the judge, pal. Okay, so at least we have that covered. And then we'll grab the 1 in the Undead Parish, and that's to 5. Okay, so we just need those 2 more in the next cycle. Because I'm not going to get that much HP in this cycle. So it doesn't really matter to me. Or I guess I'm going to get the Brass Lady too. The one from the Brass Lady or whatever. The one from the one from the Woman in Brass in Anor Londo. So we have that covered too. It's totally fine. Speaking of which, actually let's check something. Man, I guess we do Mask of the Father, Brass. Why is it? There we go. Brass. Brass. Nope. Okay. See, we still don't have enough for medium. Oh, no. I don't even have the ring on. Ah, not quite, huh? What are we at right now? 30 out of 90. So we're just a little tiny bit off, I guess. We're a very, very tiny amount off from having enough for that, actually, to be fast rolling, which is really good. It's a snazzy looking set, too, so I'd really like to. But it's not worth it right now, especially considering Shadow Set is not that much worse. Shadow Set is pretty decent for what it is. Where is it? Gosh, I need to clean this inventory up really bad. We'll get to that next. That's coming. We'll clean up the inventory when I hit Undead Parish again, because I killed him before I bought Bottomless Box last time. I think you can get another one from someplace else, but I saw that, but I didn't do it. I didn't have enough souls or something. Which I probably should have. I probably should have just bought it. Or maybe I do have the Bottomless Box. I just need to check. We'll see. We're gonna be on we'll be at Undead Parish relatively soon here. And I'll hit Sunlight Altar. Because that's the easiest way to get to the depths. Is to go to Sunlight Altar. Okay. Oh, we have it on the hotbar actually. Mmm, tasty. Excuse me, sir. And then, yeah, then we need to get Painted Guardian Swords, a Painted Guardian Sword to plus 15. And then we need to grab Great Scythe. That's, like, really important. And we'll probably Crystal Infuse that, or Crystal Buff that, or Crystal Enchant that, whatever. Crystal Upgrade that, doesn't matter. We'll do that, and then I'll have a Crystal, and then that'll maximize my damage. And then what I'll let Anastasia restore a die. And I'll get the Sunlight Metal, from the Trek. Let Anastasia die. And then that way we'll have enough Sunlight Metals for Sunlight Altar, at least either this cycle or next cycle. And we technically have to go this way anyway, because I need to kill the dragon, and then also freaking dark guy. Freaking dark guy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can't do anything with it. Okay. And then I'm gonna make a shepherd's pie for dinner too. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good is the good thing. I'm gonna make a good old shepherd's pie for dinner, with some vegan ground beef and some mixed vegetables. I think it's gonna be real tasty. And I'm gonna season it with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I have a vegan one, and then I'm gonna put some nutritional yeast in it, and maybe some ketchup. Maybe I'll go to the store and buy some ketchup. Oop. I need to take a shower tonight too. Oop. Love that stagger. He's worth 1,800 in New Game Plus. Look at that. Mmm. Look at that range damage. Oh, come on. Oh, you can do it with regular beef too. You can do it with regular beef. Don't let that stop you. It's the same stuff. Or well, it's not the same stuff, but what I mean is you can use regular beef. Absolutely. So what you do is you just cook the beef in the pan, you know, till it's fully cooked in both sides, or like just ground beef. So you take some ground beef, or you can even do beef chunks too if you want, but that's a different story. So you just take some ground beef, you cook it in the pan till it's fully cooked on both sides, or fully cooked throughout, or whatever. And then you toss in some onion, some chopped up onion and garlic, right? Mix that up till the onion and garlic soften a bit. And then what you do is you toss in water to deglaze, to kind of like let all the flavors mix. And then you toss in some Worcestershire sauce, and then ketchup, and then like a big tablespoon of ketchup or something, and then you can add some nutritional yeast optionally as well. It's good. It's good. It's, even if you eat real meat, it's good. It's good stuff. And then you just toss in some salt and pepper and you serve it over mashed potatoes. Very good. Very, very good dish. Alternatively, you can just use regular gravy too. That's also an option. Oh, and then if generally you put in beef stock. But in my particular case, I put in miso paste. So instead of water, you'd use beef stock. But very simple. And then what you can do if you want is you can put it in a pan, and then yeah, I know. Yes, I do actually know ball. I do in fact know ball. Mostly I do Chinese style cooking, but I also look at Western recipes too. And then what you do is if you want to make it real fancy. Oh, and then the mashed potatoes, it's just potatoes that you've cooked until they're soft. But you don't want to overcook them, you don't want to undercook them. It's kind of like, you got to play it by ear. Basically when the potatoes are like fully soft all the way through. And like a fork easily goes through them. And what you do is you just you drain the water off of those in a colander, and you grind them up with some butter. In my case, I use an oat butter, but you can use just real butter. And then people put in sour cream. I just put in butter. I put in butter and water. That's it, and it's pretty good. And then I put in some garlic and onion powder too. I think that really enhances mashed potatoes a lot. And then if you really want to get fancy, what you can do is you take a pan, or take like a lasagna dish or a pan or something. And what you do is you toss in the beef and vegetables. Oh, I forgot to add about adding the frozen vegetables. Yeah, to the pan to the pot or to the beef. Yeah, you need to make sure you have frozen vegetables in the beef. So after you put in the stock, you put in frozen vegetables. This is the problem: is I always forget details of these recipes when I'm relating them. But then what you do is you take the beef vegetable mixture, you toss it in the pan, you toss it in the oven pan. You set your oven to like 425. And then what you do is you layer the mashed potatoes over the vegetables and beef, and then you toss in the oven for like 20-30 minutes or something, and it'll crisp up the potatoes a little bit. It'll crisp up the potatoes a little bit and give you a little more fudge, more of a complete flavor, I guess. But honestly, it's optional. I mean, the mashed potatoes are already done. You've already cooked the mashed potatoes, and you've already cooked the stuff in the pan. And so you don't really need to worry about whatever it's called. So some of my recipes, because this recipe relies upon fully cooking the ground beef, it's totally fine for regular beef. Oh, he's gonna do the thing. Slice. But a lot of my Chinese recipes, a lot of my more Chinese style recipes are a little trickier with meat, because you actually have to know how to cook the meat. So I actually modify a lot of my recipes to not require... Fudge! Why did I fail that? I need to just run past... Gosh. So I'm trying to get... I don't know. I think it's like... I'm thinking to myself like, oh, it's faster to kill them. But it's not. It turns out it's not faster to kill them. I just am... Also, I'm all the way back here, too. I didn't even rest at the... You know what? I need to grab the... It's all okay. The reason why is because I need to grab the dragon scale anyway. So it all makes sense. It was actually all part of my plan, because I had forgotten the dragon scale. But anyway. And yeah, that's a really good dish. Really, really, really good dish. And it's very simple, too. That's like a dish you could feed to, like, your kids or whatever, and they'd like it. Because it's very simple. It's just, like, frozen vegetables, you know, like peas. I mean, you can do whatever frozen vegetable mix you want. I just have, like, a basic one with carrots, corn, and peas. And kids like that crap. Kids love that crap, you know. And you just toss, and it's frozen, right? So it's real simple, real easy. You could use real or you could do actual vegetables too, but you wouldn't even really save any money. It'd be a lot harder. So that's the issue with that. But you could definitely chop up some carrots and like maybe broccoli or something, because peas are really tough to work with. I guess so. Doing peas outside of frozen is like such a pain. But yeah, you could also only use peas too. You don't have to do a vegetable mix. At my store, there's like a cauliflower, squash, something else mix that I could consider using, that you could definitely consider using too. It literally doesn't matter. Frozen vegetables are fine, but you want to simmer those and unfreeze them in the beef broth or the chicken broth or whatever you're using. And you could actually modify this recipe to include, so traditionally this dish would be made with lamb, with a ground lamb chuck or something. obviously that's an entire other, or maybe even mutton or something, I don't know. That's obviously an entire other ball game. Other than you want to cook it through. But I mean, honestly, you could literally take it, basically probably any old meat in this recipe would be fine. You know, like you put stupid chicken, as long as you cooked it right, you know, ground turkey, I don't know. You know, as long as you cooked it right, you could do it. But a lot of my Chinese recipes, you do have to know how to cook the meat. So like I make a beef and broccoli with mushrooms, and that's fine. But obviously, mushrooms are different than meat, and so you need to cook your meat properly. So you need to know how to cook your meat, and it's actually pretty easy. All you need to do is basically take your meat and you marinate in the fridge with some soy sauce, some salt, some black pepper, and some oil. And just kind of let that marinate in the fridge for a bit. And then you just like fry it. There's a Chinese technique for cooking meat where you basically fry it. It's called pass-through oil, I guess. And the basic idea is you literally just fry it. You basically like slice your meat super thin and then deep fry it. So the theory would go, what you do is you slice your meat super thin, you marinate it, and then also you need like in actual China, they would soften it with something called velveting powder, which is like I think it's basic. So as opposed to acidic, it's like a very basic material that like breaks down meat fibers. And so if you had like a really tough cut, a really lean tough cut, this would be the way to do it. Like a really lean, cartilaginous, tough cut, you would do it that way. And then once your meat is marinated, what you do is and because it's so thin, the oil can cook it all the way through. And then you just fry it in oil. You just like have a wok full of oil with some oil at the bottom, and you just dump the meat in, and you just like stir it up constantly. And then at the end of it all, your meat should be fully cooked. And then that's a way to, at least beef, I don't know, maybe other meats are done differently, but that's a way you could do it. So that's the thing, is that like when I do the mushrooms, I don't do that part. I marinate that, or I don't even marinate them as much anymore. All I do is I fry the mushrooms. I just like pan fry the mushrooms. I don't even pass through oil them. I don't even do the actual like Chinese style thing that you're supposed to do, where you like pass them through oil and stuff. I actually just pan fry them. Come on! Oh my gosh, just barely. So I'm just not getting in my way. This is so ridiculous. This makes me look so bad. This makes me look so unbelievably bad. And I'm dying to this crap. This is like harder than Gwyn. Harder than the final boss. Harder than Calamite. Harder than Manus. Harder than the final boss. Do I have hidden body? Yeah, let's just use hidden body. What am I even doing? You know what? Let's actually just use the bow and arrow. Let's not reform, and instead double down on this horrible way of doing things. On this terrible, terrible way of doing things. And then what you do is you take some broccoli. You blanch some broccoli. So you should boil some broccoli beforehand. Now in my particular case, I actually don't do that. I cook the broccoli in the oven because I'm an American, so I cook things in the oven. And then what you do is you fry up the mushrooms, and then you add some soy sauce, and then you add garlic, soy sauce, onions optionally. And then you can season with a little black pepper if you want. What I do actually is I have a modification on it, where I do salt, black pepper, jalapeno, a little bit of jalapeno powder, and then some nutritional yeast. And I toss that in, and then I toss in the soy sauce, and then I toss in those three things, and then I toss in the broccoli, and I let that simmer. But really what you do is, in China, in a restaurant, you cook it really, really hot, but you have pre-cooked the broccoli beforehand, and that's really good too. And I have successfully seared oil. I have successfully done seared oil, Chinese-style seared oil. Very delicious. Very difficult to do, though. It's difficult for an American to cook something that hot and get away with it, in my experience. That's like an easy way to start fires, which obviously I'm not about. It's not part of my game plan. Why don't I just use Sunlight Blade? Oh, shoot. See, I'm already goofing it up. I need those souls, too, because it's a level up. Pull up. We're gonna ship hard. Oh, he's right there. And he's right behind me, isn't he? Miserable. Absolutely miserable. Laughably terrible. The worst way to do it. Unbelievably bad. Just a parody of the human experience. Is what it is. What that was. They're not gonna let me into the dugout after that one. But we're gonna carry on anyway. We're gonna carry on. We're going to carry on, Mamma Mia. Even if we have to cheese these enemies. Even if we have to cheese them. Even if cheesing is our motive, is our MO. Oh, he's stuck. Look at that. Freaking barbarians, man. You just do it again. See, this is the game. This is the level you have to stoop to. You gotta be prepared to stoop to this level. You gotta be prepared to stoop all the way to this level. This is the stoopage. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Oh, yeah, there you go. See, it's hardcore stooping. We just stoop all the way down to the bottom. The bar is on the floor and we're not even meeting it. That's the thing. The bar is literally on the floor and we are not even meeting it. We are not even meeting the minimum specifications for anything. We are just doing everything wrong all the time. And we're doing it well, I guess. I suppose. For whatever it's worth. We're just really pushing it all the way to the limit. We're doing everything wrong all the time. That's the Delve way. That's the Delve strategy. Just do everything wrong. Just shoot. Cheese enemies with bows. You know. Just do it the dumb way, the bad way, the lazy way, the lazy inefficient way. For clowns. Make a fool of yourself. That's the Delve way. That's the Delve method. Do yourself a favor and make a fool of yourself. And then maybe you'll learn something. See, like, look at this. Look at this. What even is this? What even is this? The scientists are trying to figure out what this even is. I don't even... How does this even kill him? How does this even kill this giant undead dragon? I'm like stabbing him in the neck like 500 times with this in like the same spot with an arrow. This is like a flesh wound, sure, but I don't really see this as being a like this animal has no blood, so it's not losing any blood due to this. And it has no organs, so anyway, whatever. I'll leave the thinking to the scholars, which I also am. Instead, we'll focus on the moving forward. Instead, we'll focus on the way forward. We'll go one. This is a one direction moment. There's only one direction, and it's up. That's the One Direction motto. I don't know if that's actually true. You'll have to forgive me. I don't actually know anything about One Direction, or Harry Styles, or any of that stuff. That's not really my forte. That's not really my area of expertise. I'm mostly like a guy. I'm mostly like a dude who plays video games. So you'll have to forgive me for not knowing the One Direction deep lore about Harry Styles and Zayn Malik being gay or something. That's somebody else's problem. Or no, is that what it is? See, I don't, is it those two, or is it other of them? I don't know. I'm not an expert at this kind of stuff. They don't tell me anything. The leadership of this country doesn't explain anything to me. President Bush, if I needed to know that stuff, President Bush would call me up and tell me. He'd be like, Delve Game Gods. The education system has failed American children. And Harry Styles is, I think we can skip these. I'm like afraid. I'm like scared to try. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just ball hard. Wait, oh, but I'm all the way back at the bottom if I fail. Because I would need to go touch Firelink Shrine. See, it's addictive. When you start doing this, it gets addictive. You start realizing how funny it is and how good it is, and you get a little addicted to it. Because it doesn't take that long, and it's like a sure thing. It's like this is like completely above the table. It is like actually kind of wrong that I am doing this. I think maybe this is like violating some kind of like treaty, international treaty type thing. To do, but we'll pretend that I don't know that. We'll pretend that that's not true. I just made that up. Oh, okay. See, they don't. Yeah. See, they're not cool with it. The game developers are not cool with that, to a certain extent. They'll let you get far, but they won't let you get that far. So I don't know anything about One Direction, but I respect the concept that there's only one direction. And that's what we need in this moment right now. We need progress. Not going backwards, going forwards in time. That's the only direction. So I respect that. I assume that's what One Direction is about. Is like some kind of like anthem about moving forward in the face of adversity, I guess. But don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert at it. I don't know anything about that stuff. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, gentlemen. I need to go up to the top of this area, Mr. Black Knight. I have more important things to do than hang out with you, Mr. Black Knight. But anyway, what was I saying? See, you can see how shooting arrows and stuff gets addictive. It's like you start the power. You get drunk on mad on the power of you standing there shooting an undead dragon like 15 times. Or like 20 times, and it just works, you know? Like, you don't have to think about it, you don't have to do any thinking or like hard work or anything like that. You don't have to dodge roll, you don't have to time anything. It just works, right? So that's kind of the issue with this character is, you know, I know what I'm doing, which is probably the worst thing possible. I guess. Because a lot of bow and arrow stuff, shenanigans. Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Guy. Got places to be. See what? We're gonna do it again, even. Look, I can't be stopped. The reality is so visceral in its nature. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this monstrous thing. See, he's not gonna tighten that catch pole me. I'm not gonna let him tighten that catch pole me. Do I look stupid? Do I look like an idiot? I gotta time this guy, though. Is it not hitting him? Fudge. See, I knew I shouldn't have done that. Can I do this? Oh, I can. I wonder if I can get it on the door frame? Nope. See, they thought of that. There we go, never mind. Oh no, they know, yeah. They see my game. Yeah, they see my game, look at that. But I might be, okay, there we go, I can do that though. See, look at this. You tell me this isn't addictive. Look at how rhythmic it is. How earnest in its simplicity. This is the way all games should be. This is the pinnacle of this is what peak performance looks like. You may not like it. This is what peak male performance looks like. You may not like it, but there it is. Right there. Okay, so now we kill the gargoyles, and then we just go to Sen's Fortress. And then once we have Lord Vessel, that'll make our lives a lot easier. Or no, we need to go back to Firelink really fast, actually. We need to do a couple of other things. Because we need to rescue Thingamabob. We need to rescue Thingamabob, and we need to get his Sunlight Medal, and then we need to let him kill Anastasia of Astoria and grab the Black Eye Orb. Because once we have one more souvenir reprisal, we're done. We only need one more souvenir reprisal, and then we can go Darkmoon Covenant, and then we can kill Ornstein and Smo. And that's like a lot easier. And then we can use Darkmoon Blade against like a bunch of enemies. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Zombo. Excuse me. Freaking zombers, man. Okay, let's go hog wild here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, isn't that just beautiful? See, when it works, it works. The split damage is just so bad against DLC bosses, though. Oh, I need to go buy. I need to. Well, we can buy it later. We can buy that later because we're not going to go do Darkroot Garden yet. We need Lord Vessel. Lord Vessel is the first thing we need. I'm not gonna screw around with anything other than Lord Vessel yet. It's like Lord Vessel is like what comes first, just because that makes our lives easier. And then we can finally shore up our defenses, make ourselves chonkier, because we have all the stats in the world. Wait, is that right? Do I have? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. We'll hit this bonfire really fast just so we don't die. Grab the humanity. Guess we can level up. Oh, we can't level up. We cannot. Now we can. Bam. Or we still can't. Okay, wow. So I think I farmed way too many souls in New Game. Because I killed, while I was farming souvenirs or reprisal, I was farming souls too. Okay, we'll start doing Vit Endurance. Just to get us there. And I think I might actually start going crazy with Endurance. Reinforce Estus. Okay, now I just need 2 more. So we'll grab the other Firekeepers. Yeah, okay. So in New Game Plus, I'll just get 2 more Firekeeper souls really fast. And that'll be that. And then we're done with Estus. We don't even need that much Estus now because we only have 20 Vit. The most important thing is that we have enough endurance to be able to fast roll in whatever it's called. Fast roll in with the scythe and armor equipped, ideally. It's not actually essential. And then we can use stamina to attack more. But against a lot of bosses, that doesn't matter. Because they just don't let you attack that many times. Like, it doesn't matter how much stamina you have, you only get, like, 2 attacks in. You know what I mean? There's, like, only enough time for 1 attack anyway. So that, like, may not be... more stamina, more endurance is really... I mean, I guess we could run past more stuff, kind of. But... it's tough to say how realistic that is. Yeah, I like how I don't know the answer to these questions, despite the fact that I've done this at least once, one other time. Very amusing. Very, very, very amusing. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here, gang. Come here, squad. Come here, fam. Get over here. Oh, do I need to? Uh-oh, because I rang the bell, so I think I need to see him. I think I need to go to Firelink Shrine and talk to him before I can kill the boss, so I can get a Sunlight Medal. So that's actually a downside to this. Oh, and I don't even have Homeward either. I need to put on Homeward again. Forget Hidden Body. This is like, it's just not cutting the mustard right now. This ain't DS3. Oh, shoot. I didn't even get him, so none of my objectives got met. Well, I guess I killed the Summoner. Or the Incanter, or whatever. The Enchanter. I can't remember what he's called. But I killed him, so that's one thing I don't have to deal with twice. Homeward. Whatever. Whatever. You know what I could do? I could try. Yeah. I could try the scythe, but I just don't think I need it here. I think my endgame weapon will be great scythe, but I need to go get another copy of it, and so we'll probably do that right after. What I'll do is I'll rescue what's her face. I'll rescue what's her face, buy her copies of spells, and then I'll get the great scythe, and then I'll kill Nito all in one fell swoop. Is the idea? And I guess I can get Sanctus too for power within. Normally I don't like. Well, if you're doing a magic character, it's not even essential. You don't even need power within. Power within actually does not do anything for a magic character because you do so much damage anyway. It's not even worth the cast. It's literally not worth the slot, and it's not worth the cast. It's like actually pretty crazy. Because like you're gonna kill an enemy in like 5 spells anyway or something. Even DLC bosses, you'll kill them in like 6 or 7 spells. So it's like you could save yourself. It probably won't even save you like a single spell cast to power within. And then you can save like a bunch of points on attunement and stuff. But for this character, maybe power within is fine. I don't know. I kind of don't like to have to deal with the hassle of it. And I want to have homeward on at all times. It's probably not essential. So I probably should just do power within. But if it annoys me at all, it's not worth it. That's the problem. Is if it annoys me at all, it is not worth it. And that's just how it is. That's my saying. Shoot. Okay, come on. Jeez, okay. After what feels like an eternity. And then we homeward out, we grab his thing. And we don't kill him because we need a souvenir reprisal. It's actually relatively important that we get that. Not that it's like essential. Or well, no, it is kind of essential, yeah. So the other way to get one would be to trade in what's her face's thingamajig. What's her face? Would be to let Petrus kill. The other option would be to allow Petrus to kill Anastasia, or not Anastasia, the other girl. To allow Petrus to kill what's her face of Kareem, and then when she kills, okay, cool, there he is. Thank you. Cool. And then I think Black Eye Orb is just faster. So we definitely could do the pendant thing, but I don't want to go to Tomb of Giants early for that souvenir reprisal. Because you can trade pendant for it. So what you do is you let that creepy guy kill the other miracle trainer, and then when that happens, she'll drop a pendant, and then you trade that in with the crow, and then you get another talisman or symbol or reprisal or whatever. And then that's okay, like that's fine. But we'll just do it this way. We'll just do the Black Eye Orb, and then that way we get a good chunk of souls anyway. It's fine. My fear is that I'm gonna have struggle with him. To be honest, that's actually one thing I'm a little worried about, is that I'm gonna struggle killing him. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. At least, I mean, if I struggle killing him, at least that's kind of fun. We'll at least get to experience the joy of trying to kill him and failing. So I suppose that's one thing that has going for it. Oop. Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm a busy man, Mr. Zombos. Oop. Well, with my international company, I'm like I'm Bruce Wayne. I don't have time to deal with zombies. Oh shoot, ow. I'm too busy with my Bruce Wayne stuff to do this zombie stuff. Excuse me, gentlemen. And they force you to do this too. There's no way around this. They're like, we want you to hang out with the zombies. It's very important to us that you hang out with the zombies. That you really get in there and you work with the zombies. What can I say? There's no way around it. That's the thing. That's the thing. That really is the thing. Right there. I'm bought and sold on the zombie agenda, for sure. That's me to a T. Oh, beautiful. Oh. Oh, it's like music to my ears. So I don't even need... See, Power Within. What's Power Within going to do for me there? Other than annoy me. There you go. Oh. Beautiful. Mwah. Absolutely beautiful. Just incredible is what it was. Oh. Feels so good. Just feels so right. Doesn't it? It feels so right. How could it be wrong when it feels so right? That's the question. How could it be wrong when it just feels so right? Just like bam, bam, bam with my lightsaber. You don't got a chance. Those gargoyles, they don't even know what hit them. It made Quelaag look really easy by comparison. I think maybe Quelaag is resistant to lightning. We'll probably have to mess around with that. I may need to use Darkmoon Blade on Quelaag. Or a Scythe. Or a Scythe. For Quelaag. Okay, now we can get this done. Oh no, I'm here! Boo. Boo. Oh, I need to grab her orb. I need to grab this stuff from her. Actually, it's just as well, because I have to grab this stuff. It's actually really important that I get this stuff. There we go. Yeah, we need that. We need that really bad. So we can actually get the souvenir reprisal. And then we'll open up the front gates. We'll go get Darkmoon Blade. We'll use that to kill Ornstein and Smo. And the Darkmoon Talisman, too. Just because that's really good. It'll give us a little tiny bit of extra damage. And then we should be able to whip Ornstein and Smo really good. The thing is, we can also, if worst case scenario, we can also do Wrath of God and stuff on him, but I think it's not worth it. We'll see. We will see. We will see. That's what's important. And I got, yeah, and I'm mean fast rolling right now too, which is pretty nifty. Because I have just enough endurance to fast roll right now. I don't know, we'll see later. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. Because, I mean, I guess that's another nice thing, is a great scythe is really light. You know? So, like, no matter what, like, it only weighs, like, 5. So we're going to be able to fast roll pretty easily coming up here. And then I think we'll grab Dark Woodgrain Ring after we head to Catacombs. I think. It's probably not that essential. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna kill the giant really fast, so I can eat his delicious Titanite chunk. How many do I have? I need more than that. I need a bunch more than that actually, because I need to bring the Painted Guardian Sword and the Great Scythe all the way up. So. That's a necessity, unfortunately. As much as it stinks. Believe me, I know. As much as this part is going to stink. It's just how the sausage is made. You know? You got to put in the meat if you want your potatoes. Or whatever. Does that make sense? We gotta wash our cars before we can drive them to the store. That's the saying. So we got to do that. Actually, we're gonna. Okay, you know what? No. Before we do anything else, we're gonna do this. Okay, so he knows. He sees that. No, he doesn't. Why? Why are they letting me do this? Look at this. Bro. Come on, dude. This whole game is like this. They just let me do this over and over and over again. They're gonna let me do this to like every enemy in the game, aren't they? Or not every enemy. They're just gonna let me get away with that. Bloody murder is what it is. I'm getting away with murder there. Look at that. It's 10,000 souls too. Unbelievable. See, I want somebody else to explain that to me. My phone rings again. I'm getting messages on my internet phone from people. From just like random people. Random frickin' people. Random weirdos. On my phone. Random weirdos on my phone. What am I supposed to do about it? Hold up. Where is it? Falchion. I think we're gonna try Falchion for this area, actually. This guy's hitting me up. Who's this? What's this guy hitting me up about? Is he hitting me up about my thing? Oh, somebody... What the heck? So I'm getting a bunch of messages. Like, I have no idea what's going on with that. I'm getting, like, a ton of messages on my phone. Oh, food. Shoot. Okay. And grab these shards, too. So I need once the stream is over, I need to take care of this. These messages I'm getting. They should have told me if I got a message from if I got like certain messages. So hopefully I'm not like responding super late to this guy. Excuse me, Mr. Snake Man. I have places to be, sir. Mr. Snecko. That's what they call them. That's what we call them, Sneckos. That's what these are. These are Snecko men. If you look, it's a Snecko. That's what we call them. That's what I call hamburgers. You call hamburgers Sneckos. Yes. It's a regional dialect. Mm-hmm. What region? Upstate New York. Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard of Sneckos. Oh no, Superintendent. It's an Albany. It's an Albany dialect. It's an Albany phrase. I see. You know, these Sneckos are very similar to the doggos, to the snakes you see at the zoo. Oh no, Superintendent. Patented Sneckos for, let's see here. Yes, and you call them Sneckos even though they're obviously snakes. Well, one thing excuse me, of course. I'm Poop Superintendent. Yes, I should be going. Good lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis? Aurora Borealis, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Oh wow, look at that. Yes. May I see it? No. Help, Seymour, the house is on fire. No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights. Does anyone else remember that? Anyone else remember that gem? That niche indie gem? That no one else but me has ever heard of, I guess. Ooh. Anyone else remember that niche indie gem? Anyone else remember that niche indie gem? That ultra niche indie gem? Famous for being both niche and indie, and a gem. All three of those things. That niche indie gem. Like the, yeah, exactly. 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 That's the thing, is it's like that's like the you want to talk about haute couture, or you want to talk about like fine art. Nothing screams class more than steamed hams. It's like very indie. You know, it's like very like in-group milieu indie. You know, it's like you know, like a band that's like very indie, or it's like, you know, like what's a really indie video game? Like maybe like The Binding of Isaac, right? Like that's pretty indie, you know? Like it's mainstream, but it's like a little indie, you know? It feels kind of indie. It's like a little indie, you know? Like it's like a niche artwork for intellectuals, right? And same with steamed hams. Obviously, no one's ever heard of it except for like artists. True auteurs are the only ones who know about steamed hams. That's not something that your average person knows about at all. That's something that's very, very selective. It's a very selective in-group kind of thing. That's the thing about steamed hams. It's very, very selective, very in-group, very like elite artist, elite technological artist, specialist, you know, sculptor, you know, like absurdist, Andy Warhol. Steamed hams is very Andy Warhol, definitely. Very much like Empire. Like the film Empire. Anyone get that reference? So it's eight solid hours of footage of the Empire State Building. Is what it is. It's like a joke. It's called Empire. Shoot, no, where is it? It's not here, because that's where the summon sign is. I need the rare ring of sacrifice. But I can't for the life of me remember where it is. No, where is it? I need to find it. Uh-oh. He's gonna punch me. Oh god! Whatever, we'll find rare ring of sacrifice. Well, at least this way we can find the rare ring of sacrifice. I don't know where it is, but we can find it. What was I saying? But yeah, like steamed hams, very indie. Very like independent, like it's like an independent filmmaker type thing. Only like true auteurs know about it. Like the Soviet version of Treasure Island. You know how like that's like for elitist intellectual auteurs, and like average people don't know about it. That's what steamed ham is. Steamed hams are. Steamed hams is like only for the select geniuses among the people or whatever. You know, because most people don't get it. You know, they don't understand what it's about. Even though it's like this great analysis of human madness, right? It's this great analysis of society's failure. You know, it's like this brilliant scathing indictment of society. But most people don't get that, you know? That's the thing, and since most people have never seen steamed hams, they wouldn't be able to get that even if they could. Because steamed hams is so independent. Oh shoot. Ow! Fudge! Give me my souls, bro. Stop. There we go, jeez. He's flipping out. Oh god. Okay, he should now, yeah, finally. Oh my gosh. There we go, finally, jeez. Unbelievable. For genius auteurs, the steamed hams. We're steaming those hams. Those delicious hams, they're getting steamed. You know what, actually, it's so funny is that I saw this thing about... You know what the craziest thing about steamed hams is, though, I will say? There's no interest in steamed hamburgers. So steaming hamburgers is a real thing. You really can steam hamburgers. That's a real thing. You actually can cook hamburgers by steaming them. And apparently they're pretty good. The thing is that no one has ever... So the weirdest thing about steamed hams is that nobody apparently knows that. That is actually a really weird thing about steamed hams. You'd think that there would be a renewed interest in steamed hamburgers as like a cooking method, but there aren't. So there's like, I watched this thing about this guy, how they steam ham. They have this big, huge tower that steams hamburgers. And then what you do is you just have some nice, some onions on it, on a bun. you know, when it makes a cheap, quick hamburger. You know, like it's not maybe it makes a really nice cheap hamburger or a quick hamburger that you eat real fast. You know, you have like a bunch of them, like a bunch of sliders. Like it's kind of like a White Castle thing, but like steamed. And that's like what that's so that's so crazy. That's the thing that's so crazy about steamed hams to me is it didn't seem to renew any interest in steaming hamburgers as like a way of eating hamburgers. So you don't go to like the fast food joint and there's like a steamed ham fast food restaurant, you know, when like that's the sort of thing you think that, because when I think of steamed hams, I actually think of a steamed hamburger. That's like the weird thing about it is I'm actually saying to myself like, ooh, where you know, can I get a steamed hamburger? Is that a thing that we do anymore? But I guess not. But maybe they don't taste good or something. That's the issue. I don't know. I've never had one. But I was watching a thing on it. How there's some restaurants that still do steam their hamburgers. And so that's kind of the shame about steamed hams. Is I do sort of wish that that I had ignited interest in steaming hamburgers as like a cooking method. So I could go and get like a steamed hamburger or something. But no such luck. There has been no seemingly no interest in steamed hamburgers as like a food anymore, which is the big shame, the big missed opportunity with steamed hams. That's the issue. That's the real issue actually with steamed hams. What's up, man? How you doing? You like steamed hams? When you're the vice, or I mean when you're the superintendent of a school district and your principal invites you over for dinner, do you like the steamed hams? Steamed hams. Sorry, that's a reference to a show. A television show. Program. But anyway. Oh, okay, I see. No, that's fine. Well, see, you're the superintendent of a school district, right? So you're like the boss of the school district, kind of. And then one of the schools is, and each school is run by a principal, right? And then one of your principals invites you over. So a guy named Seymour Skinner, he invites you over to his house for a luncheon. And originally he was going to make a roast, but the thing is he burned the roast. He burned the roast and accidentally didn't cook it right. And so he had to run to the nearby McDonald's or whatever and buy a bunch of hamburgers that he pretended were his, that he made. That's the crazy thing. And then what happens is you have to sit there and eat this. The question is, are you all about it? Do you love that, or are you more of like an anti-steamed hams kind of guy? And then what happens is that his house is on fire, but he says it's Aurora Borealis. Do you take him at his word and assume that he's telling the truth, or do you assume that he's lying? And that's the real question. Because you got to think it's a thought experiment, right? It's like an intellectual thought experiment. You have to ask yourself, like, what would you do in his shoes? What would you do if you were the superintendent of a school district and you got invited for an unforgettable luncheon, and then you ate the steamed hams? It led like Eve eating the apple in the Garden of Eden, you know? Or maybe Chalmers is Adam. Because the story goes that yeah, honestly, I would eat the steamed hams too. I would straight up eat the steamed hams. I might call him out a little bit, but I would eat the steamed hams. Yeah, I agree with that actually. I would also eat the steamed hams for sure. I have to admit, like, it's just I'm a sucker for some steamed hams. Got to be honest. Okay, wow, I got a lot of souls for that. He was worth a lot of souls. Well, we're going up to endurance. We're going up to a bunch of endurance. And then we'll use Priscilla's scythe on what's his dink? On the Lautrec. I could use Lautrec's armor too, honestly. Maybe I'll shop around. If I get more, if I can go to 50 or 40 stamina, I might actually shop around and see what armor sets I can do. And my phone is blowing up. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. That's freaking awesome. Running the deprived spear build once again for this fresh character. Yes, that's, you were telling me about that. It sounds really awesome. That sounds really heckin' sweet. That sounds really heckin' sweet, honestly. Sounds like a fun time. That sounds like a really fun time. So maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll do another Dark Souls 2 character at some point, and I'll have some fun ideas planned for how I'm gonna do that. But I think spears are off the table. Or I know I will use spears. I think I will use spears. I'll find a way to use spears. Maybe. That's actually not at all a bad idea. Bam. Return fire. Okay, cool. DS2, I like DS2 a lot, for sure. See, spears are the one weapon type I haven't used at all. That's like the one weapon type, or I've used them some, because I've actually used them the most in this game. Because Moonlight Butterfly Horn is actually really good in this game. Moonlight Butterfly Horn is actually really good in this game. It's not, like, you can't buff it, but it still does pure magic damage, and it's still a spear. So I've actually extensively used Moonlight Butterfly Horn. And I think it's a snazzy looking weapon too, for that matter. Gargoyle Spear is ridiculous. Oh shoot, uh-oh. Well, there goes that. Gargoyle Spear is like actually legitimately unfair. Gargoyle Bident is like ridiculous. That's actually like a really broken spear. That's actually probably the best spear in the game, I would say. In my opinion. Based on the effort that I've put in, I would say that that's the best spear in the game. Very, very good spear. Very, 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 very good spear. And personal favorite of mine, too. And I think I need garlic from the store, too. I need to go to the store and get garlic. My phone is just, like, blowing up, though. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I need. Yeah, I make shepherd's pie. I already went over this actually, so I'm like tired. I don't want to like tell the story again. Oh, I do want to tell the story again. I'm making a shepherd's pie tonight, so I'm gonna cook up some ground beef. And in my case, vegan ground beef. But the thing is that I take a multivitamin. That's how I successfully am vegan. Is a vitamin. I take a vitamin every single day. But anyway. So I'm going to cook up some vegan ground beef. And then I'm going to toss in some onions and garlic. And then, come on. Bruh. Okay. I'm tossing some onion and garlic. And then I'm going to, let that stew a bit. I'm tossing some ketchup and some Worcestershire sauce, and some nutritional yeast, and then a bunch of mixed vegetables with water, and then I'm gonna stew that in the pan for a bit, and then I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes too, and then I'm gonna serve it over top, or I might actually cook it in the oven. Because what you do is you finish cooking them, and then you cook them in the oven a bit, and it's really good. Yeah, but I need garlic I need more garlic. I don't have enough garlic in my fridge. Well, actually I do, but I need garlic for tomorrow. So maybe I'll get a vegetable for tomorrow too. And I need to take a shower after that too. Well, first I need to answer my phone. So once the stream ends, I have to answer my phone. Look at that snipe. God. Frickin' call me Sniper Elite up in here. My gosh. I'm on fire. Let that come. Oh, and there he goes. Yep. Easy peasy. Like just like Grandma used to do it. Just like Mom used to make. Okay. Careful. Careful. Oh god. Oh god. Yes. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Excelente. Now we just go down to Tomb of the Dark Moon. And then we... We go to Tomb of the Dark Moon. Or do I really want to open up? Yeah, no, I need to open up. So, because if I get grab Tomb of the Dark Moon right now, then I can teleport back to it immediately. I think. So yeah, we'll just go grab Tomb of the Dark Moon right now. Uh-oh, it's another one of these guys. Goodness gracious. Gotta love that Havoc physics engine. Havoc TM physics engine. Oh god. Freaking doggo. Ah, boo, I missed. Sweet. There we go. Feels good. Feels really good. Yeah, so it's gonna be a really good dinner. I'm gonna have a really good dinner tonight. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so succulent. So sweet and succulent. It's gonna be amazing. But I need ketchup from the store, and I need to get vegetables for tomorrow too. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna make tomorrow. I had a tofu dish last night, so I think I don't want to do tofu again. So I might do like... I might do maybe like, well, I guess I could do broccoli. I could do a curry. Maybe what I'll do is, well, I guess if I'm having potatoes tonight, I can't do a curry, right? Or maybe I could. So maybe I could do a garlic onion curry, or I mean, not garlic, a carrot onion potato curry. Or no, you know what? Let's do a turnip. You know what? Maybe I'll have a lentil stew tomorrow. I think I'll have a lentil stew tomorrow. Maybe I'll add some carrots in. Yeah, that sounds like a real winner. That sounds like a winner's plan. We'll make a lentil stew with some carrots. How does that sound? How does that sound, everyone? Does everyone want lentil stew with carrots for dinner tomorrow night? Is that the plan? Are we all coming over and are gonna have some lentil stew? I need to make a lot of lentil stew. If stream chat's coming over tomorrow night for lentil stew dinner, it'll be an Indian style lentil stew with a nice rich tamarind date sauce. How does that sound, everyone? How does that sound? Is everyone ready, hyped for that? Watch this guy just like let me shoot him with a bow and arrow until he dies. It's funnier every time. Poor Mr. Giant. Let's see if I can do it to the other one. What's up, dude? How you doing? Whoa. Hold up, let's see if I can do this. Oh, no, he sees me. Okay. That's not... so apparently I can kill one, but not the other, which is funny. Ow. Look. Look. Come on. Come on, you know me. Oh, it's so good. It's so good is the good thing. It's so good is the good thing. That's the good thing, is how good it is. It's so good. That's the good thing. Oh, I don't really do I mean, I could be. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. Well, hopefully you'll go back to normal soonish. Because that's rough. Whenever that happens to me, it's always the worst. Let me tell you. That's always so bad when it happens to me. I'm always like so sick of it. Because it's like you just never feel good when you're sleeping, when your sleep schedule's like that. I don't know how to fix it either. I think you just need to wait. What you need to do is you need to go to bed. Yeah, so you need to stay up from now until work, and then you need to go through work, and you'll probably be back to normal, I guess. I don't know. It's always so tough. Whenever I'm in that spot, it's always the worst. Because you always go to sleep super early, and then you wake up super early, and it's just awful. You never get, like, a good rest. It seems like... Oh. Whenever that happens to me, it's always the worst. But, I mean, you know. The good news is, as long as you stay busy, you'll be just fine. You probably should just like stay awake until tonight or something. What you probably need to go to bed at the right time. Like, you need to force yourself to stay up until, like 10 or something. Or whenever you need to go to, whenever you need to wake up. So, like, and then you need to wake up at, like, 6 a.m. And then, like, that'll probably fix it. Just, like, stay up until 10. You'll probably struggle to sleep, but then, like, it's tough. It's tough, I know. But once you get back into the work swing of things, it'll fix itself. Oop. That happens to me every once in a while, too. It's usually not helped by the fact if I have, like, back pain or something. That makes it worse. Oh, no way. Interesting. So you're working around the clock. Or do you work outside mostly? Ah, that's rough. So you're working. You're probably pulling like crazy hour days, huh? 12-hour days, something like that, maybe. Is I get the idea? Is I guess the idea here? But hey, I mean, think about it. When the infrastructure is all back to good, though, you'll be fudge. Oh, come on, boo, boo, boo. Ah, boo. That stinks. I wanted to stagger him. Okay. Dang. You get to work from home? Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that working from home makes it so much harder. In some cases. You know what? Some people hate it. I like it. I actually really like working from home. Because I work from home too, and it's actually really, really good. It's actually really, really, really nice to work from home, in my opinion. But then again, it's like having sleep problems is really common too. When you work from home. I don't know. I think a lot of people do really well with it because they have like kids and stuff. And so it's like in a situation like that, it's a lot easier because you got to get your kids to school, and so you got to wake up for that, and then you just stay up from there. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot, and then you have to like get your kids from school, so there's not a whole bunch of time to like take naps and stuff. And so I think it works if you have like if you have stuff that you need to be doing during certain times of the day and stuff. But I get that a lot of people hate home office too, for that exact reason. It is something I've had problems with too. Yeah, well that too. You get too much sleep and then you struggle to sleep and all kinds of stuff like that. It's a lot of what I do too. Definitely. But I mean, you know, it's just the way things are. The thing is, technically it saves everybody money for home office because you don't have to eat out as much. You don't have to, you don't have to like drive your car or whatever. And like, I'm a CEO. I can't tell you much about it, but I'm a CEO. I own a business. I can't tell you much about it because it's like NDA stuff, like legally, like the cutting edge tech type stuff. Yeah, sorry, but it's nothing illegal. Don't get the wrong idea. It's something illegal or strange like that, but but I can't tell you much about it. But it's good work. I do work in tech basically. I can tell you that I work in tech basically. Oh, there we go. Sweet. So I'm familiar with a lot of stuff like that. Or I wouldn't say I'm like that familiar because it's not that technologically, or at least the sector I work in isn't that technologically advanced. But it's interesting stuff. What was I saying? The thing is that I don't know that much about so I'm not like a programmer or anything like that. I don't do IT. I do well anyway. It's anyway. But yeah, I mean, so and then I've done a bunch of other jobs too. I've worked at like grocery stores and stuff too. I have a degree in economics. That's my background is in economics. Oh, this is number 1. Or this is +1. So we've beaten the game once, and and this is the second time now. And yes, it is very interesting. So we're gonna speed up here. This is where the speed up happens. This is where we start going really fast, basically. We start going really, really, really fast here. Although I think I need to do... we need to do Black Eye Orb really fast, though. Or I guess we'll open the front gate. Yeah, so we'll open the front gate and then do Black Eye Orb. And this way we don't have to go through the side passage again. Or I guess I hit the bonfire, right? Whatever, let's just open the gate. Freaking giant. Where is it? Oh, I need to be in the right spot. We need that though, because I can't tell. So I need to grab that. Oh, you worked at a cardboard factory for Microsoft? That's actually really interesting. Yes, I like DS1 and DS2 as well. Those are really good games. One second. You don't like DS3? You really, really, really don't like DS3? I love DS3. DS3 is like the most fun one to me. It's like not my favorite, but I really like DS3. DS3 is like really awesome. I don't know how people don't like DS3. DS3 is like by far my favorite of the ones. It's actually like, or it's, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Dude, wow, interesting. Interesting. Oh shoot. Come on. Gank squad. Come on. Freaking gank squad here. Oh god. Oh god. And I got limited Estus too. Dang, I imagine that pays pretty well though, huh? Oh. I can't believe people don't like DS3. I'm sorry, you'll have to forgive me. I'm like so amazed. Honestly, you should play DS3 until you like it. I hate to say that. I hate to be the guy who says that. You should consider playing DS3 until you like it. Huh. So wait, you still work for Microsoft though? Oh. Shoot. Oh, come on, come on. No, no. Ah. Try it again. Do it again. See, I had it there. Oh, come on. They're gonna put me all the way back here. Razafrazin. Razafrazin. Oh, okay. Dang. Kind of interesting, though. Not too bad, sounds like. Sounds like your current job's relatively cush. Relatively nice. Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah. See, I'd forgotten that part. Oh, Sistema Iberico? I don't know. Whatever. Sorry. Banking. Oh, interesting. Really, really interesting. Where's the black eye orb? Oh, this is +1. So this is plus. So I beat the game once, and now we're gonna beat the game twice here in a second. Nope. Well, once I finish this. So this is where it's gonna start going really fast. But I have to do this really quick for a souvenir reprisal. Because I need that. I need a souvenir reprisal. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. He's got mild-mannered Pate over there. Oh wow, that actually kind of worked. Shoot. Ow! Ugh. Can't do the fog wall. Oh wow, okay, I split them off from I split these two off though from the guy. Ow! Boo. There we go, one's down. Do a strength build, dude. Do a strength build. Do yourself a favor and get us broadsword and do a strength build. They're not that hard once you get used to them, but you're right. I know, I understand where you're coming from, though, actually.
Let's get it over with.
Well, it's not 100%, it's just all bosses. Oh. It's just all bosses is the thing. Yes. So because you know, because the game's infinitely easier if you don't kill DLC bosses, right? Like if you don't kill DLC bosses, the game is like much easier, you know. So you kind of have to. It's kind of not. You're kind of not really getting your money's worth unless you're killing DLC bosses. Fudge. He's got RTSR too. Look at that. Oh come on, come on. What are you doing, bro? Oh, he knows. Look at him. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Oh, he does it again. He freaking dodged me again. He dodged. Let's just go back to Falchion. Let's just go back to Falchion. Let's just Falchion this. I'm not gonna play this game's game anymore. I'm not gonna play this game anymore, game. I'm not gonna play your game anymore, game. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna stagger him to death with this falchion. Don't test my patience, game. Unbelievable. Yes, it is very cheese, for sure. Yeah, you can also try magic. Magic's kind of fun too. But you're going to have trouble against the DLC bosses with magic. But Dex I think is not as interesting. Unless you're doing Soul Swords Twin Blades. I think that's the problem with DS3. And I think it's fair to say this, is that your weapon choices are really bad in DS3. Like, every game has weapons that are better than other weapons. That's part of the thing about Dark Souls, right? But I think DS3 has the biggest crisis of the fact that, I think the DS3 has the biggest crisis of the fact that, the good weapons are so much better than the bad weapons that it's insane. That's the issue. The best weapons are so much better than the worst weapons that it's ridiculous. Oh, sorry. Whoops. I zigged when I should have zagged there. Sorry about that. Jeez. Unbelievable. Delve Game Guy. It's more like Delve Game Burps. Yeah, that you can't do that. I don't, but that's still totally something you can do. Oop. Problem is you gotta get the Dark Bead. So you gotta kill Artorias at like Soul SL1. Cool. Okay, got my lightsaber. There we go. Whoa. There it is, right there. Look at that. Mmm. Mwah. Mwah. Perfect. Perfecto.
Here we go again. How many times?
Die, dog. Wahaha. Mwahaha.
Let's get it over with.
Oh, he can't do anything. To me. Look at that deeps. Hold up, let's moonwalk. Let's moonwalk really quick here. We can't moonwalk. I'm not actually okay, whatever. Anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, now we go. How many to our 10. So we have them all. We actually just need to go down there and then talk to her. Or we don't have Darkmoon Seance Ring. Boo. Boo. We don't have Darkmoon Seance Ring. I forgot about Darkmoon Seance Ring. Ah. What a joke. I forgot about Darkmoon Seance Ring. I need to go get Darkmoon Seance Ring. So I'm going to get Lord Vessel, and then I'm going to get Darkmoon Seance Ring. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Probably not, I would guess. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, fudge. Ah, boy. Well, gotta try that again. I forgot about Darkmoon Seance Ring. I don't have Darkmoon Seance Ring. So I need to get Darkmoon Seance Ring before I can get it. That's the issue. That's the issue. I need Darkmoon Seance Ring. I guess I could try to kill them with the scythe. But it's just not that big a deal. But they're resistant to lightning. So yeah, it's like actually really essential that you get the Darkmoon Seance Ring. It's like really foolish of me to have forgotten Darkmoon Seance Ring. Yes, I know. So I needed to get it. I needed to get the Darkmoon Seance Ring, but I didn't. They can. Oh, they can't. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, like the likelihood that I'm actually going to trigger a bleed on them is really low. Yes, I know. I should have grabbed Darkmoon Seance Ring when I went to the catacombs the first time, but I didn't think I needed it. Because normally you can. Because normally how I fight the boss is like kill Gwendolyn or I kill Guinevere, right? You just like shoot Guinevere and then her phantom fades, and then you killed, and then you just go like walk down. You just teleport down and you kill the boss, right? Interesting. I don't think bleed is going to be how I do this. To be honest with you. Ow. Shoot. That stinks. This stinks so bad. What I need is Darkmoon Blade. For this. It's fine. Yes. Yes. So I need a Wrath of the Gods Ornstein, I guess. I guess I can do that. Oh, shoot. Maybe if I go Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. And then Gwendolyn's Hat. I can, like, hit him with, yeah. Well, I've never done it without lock-on, to be honest with you. Well, I think maybe I have, but... What I honestly... The problem is because I don't have Havel's... What I could do, actually, no. So I actually might just use the Scythe for this, we'll see. I actually may go to Scythe for this, Priscilla's Scythe. Where is it? Come on. Jeez, these freaking Silver Knights, huh? Lock-on isn't too bad, actually, for this boss, at least in my opinion. Okay, where's the thing? Havels. You have to, it's, I don't think it's that much faster. Like, it's not, because you still have to deal with the stairs and stuff. Like, it is faster, but probably not that much. Well, we'll just try this. There we go. Boom. There it is. Right there. That'll at least help a little bit. It's not going to fix the problem, but it'll at least help. Let me just wait for Ornstein to zip over to me. Like so. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Bad position. I didn't think he was that close. Ow. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Maybe I'll just use the scythe? I don't know. We'll try that again. We'll try that again. Unfortunately, this boss is one of the tougher bosses in the game, so it's not that weird. Oh, I forgot to get bottomless box too. Do I have it actually? No, I don't. I need to buy bottomless box too. I'm here. Maybe we'll just try this. Okay. So I kill. Whatever. I mean, I think Wrath of Gods is pretty meme-tacular. You want to talk about memes? It's like Wrath of the Gods right there. But that means we can't kill Guinevere. So no matter what, I can't kill. Guinevere. So I gotta make sure I remember not to kill Guinevere here. Because ordinarily, like I said, I kill Guinevere really fast. Just to open the door. Yeah, well, it's not as essential right now. Because I know I can beat them without it, so it's not like I need it, and it's not even that good anyway. If it like two-shot Ornstein, I'd be like, yeah, Wrath of the Gods, like, but it's not that good. If I had one more copy, I could one-shot him, or I could kill him with all six with 6 casts, with like 5 or 6 casts, but it's probably not worth trying to do. That's a lot of hit times you have to hit him for it to work. And I just don't think that's how it's gonna go, unfortunately. Fortunately or unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, see, there you go, right? That's the issue. Instead of doing this wrong, let's just do this right. Oh, come on. He's doing that thing again. Boo. Oh, boo. These guys. They don't want me banging on my drums. They don't like when I play my music so loud. These guys are like, or whatever. Yeah, our lightning spear is not going to fix it. Because I need to kill Ornstein, I don't need to kill Smo. Smo is not the issue, Ornstein is the problem. Once I kill Ornstein, Smo should be fine. I shouldn't really have an issue with Smo. I'm prepared to cheese him miserably. Oh, fudge. I'm prepared to cheese Smo miserably with a bow and arrow. That's my lot in life sometimes. Sometimes you just have to accept that. I'm prepared to cheese Smo miserably. Like a huge scumbag. Oh, see, he dodged. He dodged the Wrath of the God. Look at that, Wrath of the Gods. See, that's the other problem with Wrath of the Gods. Oh, fudge. Is he can't dodge it. You frickin' doggo. These frickin' doggos, man. Gulp. God, that's so stupid how he just sits there stuck between the pillar doing that just crap. Unbelievable, huh? Oh, shoot. Okay. Maybe I'll kindle this bonfire or something? I don't know. Oh, and you see, he like snaps at it. It's like so stupid. If there's a problem with this boss, it's that. It's a stupid charge getting like stuck, and instead of just like the animation ending, the game like is like, no, the animation doesn't end. It's so dumb. It's just like so miserable. Maybe I'll go back to, actually I might just go back to Sunlight Blade. That the animation is just so bad. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. That animation is just the worst. So maybe we're just gonna like go ham. We're gonna go back to Sunlight Blade. Yes, he won't take as much damage, but who cares? Yes, well, you know, I mean, I can look. If here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna not take good advice. So if you think of something, don't be afraid to be like, oh, do this, do that. It's totally fine. But I am absolutely a veteran as well. But if you have a good idea, like I don't know everything about this game. You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of stuff I don't know about this game. So it's not as if I guess you could say I'm a master or whatever, right? But oh, it's not like I know everything, for sure. Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Silver Knights. I got places to be. Oh God, why? Where did that even come from? Oh, there it is. Okay, it came from there. Yeah, look at that. See, they know. The developers have my number. They know exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I definitely could get a second copy. Power Within, I don't think that's going to help me here. Because I'm looking for Windows. I mean, I guess I might. There's a slight possibility it could. But I'm not, like, super crazy about it. We'll see. Let's just give this one more shot, and we'll give it we'll give it a chat. Maybe we'll try Power Within. Oh, come on! Stop doing that, bro. So I need to be prepared for that. Oh no! What did I do wrong? I need to like. Oh God, I gotta hide before. Oh my gosh. Ugh. These freaking nerds, man. Driving me crazy. I need to just like dodge the thing and just like kill him really quick. And just like blast him to pieces with my freaking falchion. That's what needs to happen. I need to tear him to pieces with my falchion immediately. That's the trick here. Yeah, that's what you need to do, Great Scythe. That's why we're transitioning to Great Scythe. I think for these bosses, it's fine. Like, even if I had a mace, this would not be effortless. I'd still have to hit him twice for the... Even if I had a mace, I'd still have to hit him a bunch of times. What you really want to do, though, is hit him with a spell. Because, like, he's tough to hit with a great hammer. Like, if you have Dragon Tooth, if you have Dragon Tooth, like Great Club, one of those things, he's still tough to hit. It's not like that just fixes your problem, because you still have to hit him a couple times. You still have to wing him pretty good. And that can be tough to pull off. But yes, this low AR weapon is costing me big, for sure. Oh, come on, dude. I thought how come the one time I charge up, the one time I don't charge up, he does the frickin' thing? Oh, this frickin' boss. No, well, maybe, actually. Hey, there's an idea. There's an idea. I like that idea. I like that gumption. That's a thinking man's idea. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that exact thing. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. This little bastard has no clue what's coming to him when I hit him with this son of a gun. He's not gonna see this one coming. Frickin' Ornstein. Watch. Bam. Look at this freaking epic shield. Kablam! He doesn't even know what's gonna happen. Oop. Freaking scumbag. Yeah, whatever. Let's do that. I like it. That's the thinking outside the box. We gotta think outside that box. We gotta think hardcore outside that box. This is the way we do it. This is the way we do it. This is the way we do it. We do it this way. We run it down. We run it right back. We get deep in that paint. Oh god. We get deep, 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 deep in that paint. This is how we do it. Okay, come on, man. Oh, you're not doing the frickin'... Oh, you're not doing the charge, are you? Are you? You're not doing the charge? Oh, there he goes. No, of course he does the charge. Yeah, he does the charge the second and try to buff up. Because he knows. Scumbag. Okay. No, 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 stop! Oh my gosh. There's no window for this. There's no freaking window for this, man. I gotta buff up before? Why? Why is this so hard? Why? Why indeed? Why is this so hard? I don't know. This is like the worst. This is just unbelievable. This is taking me longer than it took me to kill Manus. Because this boss is just a complete mess. At least it's interesting for New Game Plus, I guess, because... something to do, but boy, this run back. Yeah, well the thing is that if I do that, the giant attacks me. So maybe I just need to kill the giant, honestly? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but but the problem is that Ornstein doesn't always rush, which is the issue. Because like if he does another attack, it's fine. We'll try it out. Actually, we'll do it your way. Does it actually save me? We'll try it. I don't want to have to deal with those Silver Knights though, because that shortcut is actually such a meme because of where the Silver Knights are positioned. I actually don't like that shortcut, but maybe you're right. You're actually probably right. Oh well, okay. That did it. That was good. Just barely. You frickin' son of a gun. Oh, he's doing it. Yeah, he's doing it. Ow! Oh, and they're hemming me in. When will it end? When will the Ornstein and Smo related misery end? When? These frickin' jerks. Ah, my gosh. Doesn't even hit that hard. I can't even hit him that hard. I'll take a look at it. We'll look at the shortcut. Okay, here's what's not working. I'm not going to do the falchion. I think the falchion is really cool in theory if I could lock him up, but I just can't. It doesn't work that way. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. You know what we're going to do? We're gonna do the ugly thing. We're gonna do the bow and arrow. I'm so done with this. We're gonna do the bow and arrow. We're gonna bow and arrow it. That's what we're gonna do. I don't care. You know what? They're gonna call me a hack for doing things this way, but by gosh, are we doing things this way? It's time for bow and arrow trickery. It's time to bring the real pain to Ornstein and Smo. It's time to teach them the lesson that they've been needing this whole time. It's time. Hold up, we gotta... we go... Sure, oh yeah, this is it right here. Hold up. I'm a bow guy. Remember, I'm the bow guy. I'm the guy who does bow hijinks. Up. This is why I don't want to do the shortcut. But you may be right. We'll try it. There we go. We'll try it though, for sure. Honestly, Silver Knight armor might actually be good. Maybe I'll grab it. Here, let's open up the shortcut. Let's grab the armor too. Over here. This is another option, I think. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're gonna do bow. We're gonna do the bow and arrow. And then hopefully I should be able to kill him. Because these stupid bastards. You know what? They just don't get it. Oh, well, you know what? It's good just as well, because I gotta grab this thing too. I actually gotta grab these too while I'm at it. Yeah, take that, pal. There we go. Sweet. Frickin' finally. Drink up. But I think for New Game Plus 2, we will maybe consider doing Wrath of Gods. It's just not a very good spell is the issue. Oh, we have to deal with 2 Silver Knights. Boo. I hate Silver Knights. They're actually not that bad. Boom. Hold up. We'll grab this one too. Oh shoot, there's one around the corner. Oh gosh. Yeah, well, no, but we're only going to use it to kill Ornstein. It doesn't have to be amazing as long as we can kill Ornstein. Ornstein is the thing we have to kill. Right? It's all about Ornstein. If we... fudge. We can kill Ornstein with it, that's all it has to do. Yeah, Ornstein. Yeah. So if it kills Ornstein, that's good enough. It doesn't have to be amazing, it just has to kill Ornstein. Hypothetically. If I can actually do this without just, like, dying a million times. Because I want that Silver Knight armor, too. I think we're not going to do Silver Knight armor, but... I think we'll either do Brass or Armor of Favor. We'll either do Brass armor or Armor of Favor. But we'll look at it, because I think it is a Twinkling Titanite, too. So whatever armor we use just has to be Twinkling Titanite. There we go. Whatever armor we use just has to be Twinkling Titanite. Fudge. Stop. Freaking these shield enemies. Just the worst. Ah, freaking hell. Thank goodness for fast roll. Wait, let's try this. Oh. Is he just gonna let me backstab him? Yeah, it's fine. I don't actually need all bonfires kindled. I don't actually need all bonfires kindled. Like, not at all. That's nowhere near essential. At least in my opinion. That's like nowhere near essential at all. Hold up, let's see what armor set weighs the most here. Between these two. So, Silver Knight is 12. That's pretty heavy, so I don't think we're going to do that actually. Brass armor is 10, so... We'll see what happens when we hit 40 endurance. I think maybe I'll go for endurance next. I'll try to max out endurance next. Or maybe I'll go to 30, 30, and then max out endurance or something. I'll get to 30 vigor and then max out endurance. I don't know. What am I doing? What was I gonna try? Oh, okay, sure. Whatever. Let's just raw dog it. Or no, bow and arrow, yeah. Let's just be like a huge chump about this. Let's be a huge horrible chump about this. And just like do things the wrong way. The way that the Lord intended or whatever. Oh. Ow. See, there he cancels it for some reason. Oh, yeah, see, gotta keep your eyes on him. He's like SCP-128 or whatever. Shoot, I hate the scoop so much. No, I'm not, it's too heavy. I could do that with Ring of Favor, but then I couldn't, use, whatever it's called. But then I couldn't use, Darkwood Grain. It's like, that is an option, but, eh. It's not that much better than your other choices anyway. Okay, you're right, actually, this is faster. I'm sorry, for some reason I thought this was slower. Go figure. What was I saying? No, I do not have Giant Set fully upgraded at all. Uh-oh. Oh boy. And it begins. Yes, and the other one repositions too. Freaking incredible. I need to separate them. You know what? No. I don't need to do anything of the sort. Oh boy, you gotta love that, huh? Fun. Fun. So much fun. I have to deal with these two. Look at him sit there and just RP walk at me. He knows. He knows. They know. They know what they're doing. Unbelievable. Take that, Ornstein. Freaking dog. Ow. There he is. Why? Why does he do that twice in a row? I'm way too close for that to make sense, I think. Okay. Okay. There we go. Rid of that needle? Honestly, have I told you how much I love when you reposition? Like that? Have I told you how much I love your repositioning like that? Boom. Fudge. Boy, you gotta love his repositioning, huh? Ow. Have you ever really lived if you haven't done Dark Souls this way? Have you even really lived if you've ever done Dark Souls this way? Oh shoot. Scoot. Ah, man. Fudge! He just... The angle he just comes at is just impossible. No, when he does it again! Stop! Fudge! Oh my gosh. No. Ugh. Ugh. If I needed more armor, I could do that. It's so stupid. It's like so dumb. I have enough arrows. I could do it again. I could try it again. Maybe I'll whatever. That's the test. This fight is just so bad. I think I need to end stream before I even. We'll give it one more shot and then I'll end stream. But I need to go to the store really fast. After this, it's like actually really essential. Oh come on! Boo! These frickin' enemies. This stupid boss is just the bane of New Game Plus. If I had more defenses, it would probably be easier. But because I don't, it's just a huge problem. I guess I could just do Power Within. I don't know. Maybe that's the answer. I think I don't know. Because the thing is, you can get Smo to like RP walk at you, but it's like really hard. Like I don't know. You gotta ugh. And I know you could stagger Ornstein with the Falchion too. It's just like tough to do. How do I do that? You know what? Maybe you know what? No. We're actually gonna kill Smo. I've changed my mind. We're killing Smo. I've changed my mind. We're killing Smo. I've changed my mind. Smo dies. Oh, well, if I don't get hit by him. Smo dies. I changed my mind. Oh, well, Smo dies. I changed my mind. Oh, I didn't hit him that time. Come on! Fudge. No, that's not gonna do it. It's a miracle I'm alive. Fudge, you got. I know. So I thought I had enough time to hit him and then go between, but no. Okay, I need to end stream. Whatever, I'll pick this up tomorrow. I'll give it some thought. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good night. I'll figure this out eventually. I'll figure this out probably next stream, no problem. If only I had Darkmoon Blade right now, this might be a lot easier. What I need to do... No, I'll just use a Falchion. Yeah, I'll just use a Falchion to kill... To kill Smo, probably, is what I'll probably do. But anyway, have a good night, everybody.